on at last look. Well, they're not hanging on now. They lead the Raiders 38-17. Dolphins and the Bills tied at 27. Ravens take the snap and a knee, and that will do it. Sean Payton on a jog over to shake hands with John Harbaugh. Both coaches came into the game with 165 regular season wins. They shake hands, give each other a hug, and now we'll head to their respective locker rooms. I'm sure John is a lot happier than Sean. Final score from M&T Bank Stadium, the Ravens 41, the Broncos 10. We'll take a timeout on the KOA Broncos Radio Network. This big German Shepherd walked by, and then my American Bulldog stopped and like he sniffed his private parts.
This is Live Bet Sunday on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
Welcome back in, everybody. Huge final hour for our crew on Live Bet Sunday. It is full witching hour. There is a lot of chaos going on here as we hit the top of our 4 p.m. Eastern window. Jeff Schwartz and Wes Reynolds. I'm Ben Wilson. First, let's go to Buffalo, where the Bills unable to get into field goal range, incomplete from Josh Allen on 3rd and 10.
Check that. Yes, 61 yards apparently is field goal range for Tyler Bass there, as he just bombed one from 61 yards.
Wow.
I was ready to prepare for overtime, and yet Bass, I'm just seeing this now here in real time. Pass from 61. If you miss it, Miami is in range to at least take a shot at the end zone, but he drills it. Bills 30, Dolphins 27 with 5 seconds left. And for a lot of people who bet that, we talked about this, Wes, everybody was on the Bills second half here down by 4. Might not have been the full right side, but the Bills find a way. Still 5 seconds left. That appears to be over for now. Let's go to Tennessee, though. Wes, you and I, man, sweat of the day. Titans 17, Patriots 10, 4 seconds left.
Unbelievable. Drake May, by the way, is scrambling for about 20 seconds there. Nobody open. He gets hit as he throws, and Ramondre Stevenson catches it.
Wow. Look at that play.
17-16. You probably are going for 2 if you're 2-6.
You might as well.
At least for me, I'm now begging New England to just kick the PAT.
Yeah,
that's my only chance.
Oh my goodness! I don't know how that happens. Look, yeah, I think on defense, it's like take a penalty and make them run it again, even though it's an untimed down. Make them try it again. They are going to go ahead and kick the PAT. Joey Sly is good, so we're going to overtime in Nashville at 17. Of course we are.
Of course we are. The sweat is not yet over. So kicking the PAT. 17 apiece, and that's massive because that puts the second half total over on that single play as well. All sorts of second half implications, and now we go into overtime here at 17 apiece. Were you surprised, Jeff, that they tried the 61-yarder for Buffalo, just considering that there was at least going to be time for Miami with 2 timeouts to maybe run a play to get on their edge of field goal range, maybe have time. They would have certainly have had time for a Hail Mary.
I think they know exactly what distance they can attempt a field goal at. Yeah. These kickers now, man, I'm not that old, but I got in the NFL in 2008, like 47 yards was pushing it. You were like, whew. Then they got to Minnesota with Blair Walsh in 2012, and he hit 10, 50-yarders, I think, that year. Like, that wasn't the first time when it became, like, in vogue to start making these 50-yard field goals. So I need the Dolphins to fumble this ball here in the pitchy woo-woo, like, go backwards. Like, I was hoping he'd run all the way back in the end zone. But
they are attempting. Now, the bettors, the worst nightmare. Waddle runs inside his own 10 and then goes down at the 6. So it's over. Bills 30, Dolphins 27. My moneyline parlay, at least that leg survives. Second half that just flies over the 24 total. Buffalo gets there on the second half number. Valiant effort from Miami. I think you and I were both surprised at how good of a fight that the Dolphins put up in this game, but at the end of the day, Bills too good as they win it at home, go to 7-2, now 4-0 in their home slate.
Yeah. So the Dolphins are done, right? Like, this is it. This is it. I mean, they're now 2-6.
6. Yeah.
2-6. Sorry, 2-6.
I think that division is done.
Well, yeah, Bills are four up, basically.
Yeah. The Jets just nothing doing for them so far, even though they did get a nice win on Thursday night. But yeah, this division, pretty much a wrap. A couple games, by the way, that are a wrap, just to give you some final scores. 41-10, Baltimore over Denver. Cleveland does get into the end zone late, but too little, too late. 27-10, Chargers final score there, and it looks like we're going to have a final score in Atlanta. I believe we have knees, and we do. Yeah. 27-21 final score Atlanta over Dallas. Dallas does get a late touchdown.
And they got a Cooper Rush to Jalen Tolbert score on that. Well, after all of these games have wrapped, we'll get the final, the final betting breakdowns here and some final thoughts from Jeff and Wes as well, because we still have one more late game to preview. We do have one other game we've yet to mention that is down to the wire here. Saints give up a touchdown to the Panthers. The Fighting Bryce Youngs left for dead, come down the field. Xavier Lee had left this game, but he comes back, scores the go-ahead touchdown, and now the Saints, Jeff, are on the move. And it's. You wouldn't have thought 25.5 you could lose by the hook, but the Saints could potentially do that as far as your team total. But, man, a lot of money line parlays and teasers primed to go down if the Saints don't get into range here.
They know, right? They know what the numbers should be. Yikes. I mean, 25.5, they were rolling early on, and they just went dead. And so, yeah, now New Orleans will need a kick here to not get embarrassed in a game that they should have obviously won. But, I mean, look, they only got 2 wins. They're 2-6 for a reason. Now, part of that's injury, absolutely. But their defense has been atrocious since the first 2 weeks of the season. They can't block anyone. Their offensive line has had problems. I would imagine this is a good confidence game for Bryce Young, right? He got some time to play, obviously. He played the whole game. And this is the best the Panthers have looked in weeks. They have not been able to say we've played in a game like this, or we're down to the wire since when? Forever? I mean, when's the last time they played a game that was even remotely close? So and Carr just got sacked. So this is big for the Panthers. It's big for Dave Canales.
100%. You're right. I mean, the one win was the Raider at the complete no-show by Las Vegas back in week 3 when the Panthers got the Andy Dalton off the bench game. Yeah, 3rd and long now coming for New Orleans. Wes, this is one where I feel like so many bettors. I mean, you and I think Jeff, all three of us have been in the position of. I think most people at this rate, week 9, you gotten burned so many times. Most people were not inclined to go back to the well as much as that number was admittedly too high.
I didn't do it. I've been to that well a lot, and I stayed away from the Panthers. And the one time they end up covering the game. Of course they do, right?
And remember, the halftime line was New Orleans -3 when they closed 7.5. And the fact that they were doubling, almost doubling them in yards. And you look at the yards, actually, if you're looking at the box score here, 427 for the Saints, 249 for the Panthers. A lot of that is time of possession, too, where New Orleans has had the ball almost 35 minutes of the entire game. But the fact that that was laying out there, look, I'm not a believer in quote-unquote traps or anything, but that was a fishy line. And hopefully for bettors that they didn't follow suit here. 4th and 4, by the way, for the Saints, and that is incomplete. New Orleans out of timeouts. Carolina going to get their second win of the season. And now Carolina and the Saints, who, oh, by the way, the Saints were laying 7.5, as high as 7.5 on the close. And now they got the same exact record, 2-7.
Wow. 2-0 Saints loses to 7 in a row. And that great stat, the gift that keeps on giving, if you blindly betted Dennis Allen as a favorite, he is sub 38%. Derek Carr's got favorite.
Bad numbers.
Even worse. Somehow than that. So that's ball game. Panthers 23, Saints 22. As the total did just get over the 43.5. It was Young to get a big play that set up the go-ahead score. Chuba Hubbard from 16 yards out for the go-ahead score, and that means for these early window games, guys, really only one left that we're waiting on that is still in the balance. It is Patriots Titans. Titans get the ball first, and they pick up a first down. So we'll keep you posted there, tied at 17 into overtime. We have one final late preview to get to. We've just gotten kickoffs in Chicago and Arizona and Jacksonville and Philadelphia. So those games underway. Cardinals close 1.5-point favorites, 44.5 on the total. Eagles close 7.5-point favorites, soft 7.5s with 46 on your total. And Rams and Seahawks, last game for us to get to. Jeff, anything for you here in a game that the Rams have taken a whole lot of money? Puka Nacua in officially at wide receiver. They're laying as high as 2 at some places. Consensus is 1.5.
Listening to the iHeartRadio app. For all your music.
Regularly. I know this every week, and you guys think I'm crazy, but they're really bad. They both are on the Rams today, so I have Seattle. That's it. It's that simple. Like I know that sounds silly to everyone, but finding someone who's bad, and today I'm bad. If you faded me today, good for you. Some of my wagers, my sides, I hit my props at least that I gave out this week. But and I still got some for tomorrow night that I like. But it's just as good. Like my thought is divisional game. I was surprised the Rams were a favorite, but we see Thursday night this week, Thursday night last week. You're like, why is that team a favorite? They end up winning the game, right? Sometimes Vegas knows, but the people that I think are terrible at wagering are on the Rams. So I'm on Seattle. Like it's that simple. Small play, nothing crazy. But I'm just fading. So Arizona, by the way, punted already, and the Eagles are in their Kelly Greens, and they always
Eagles
cover.
Defensive line
I
is
think
starting
Kelly
to play
Greens. I don't
better.
know, but it seems like they should always cover
some,
when they win the
Bryce
Kelly
Huff,
Greens.
who's now playing better.
It seems like they normally do. Wes,
Carter, who's playing better. I think the Eagles have found their groove when they have A.J. Brown on the field.
Not. It's just kind of, we talk about how the NFL is such a week-to-week league, and it is the ultimate overreaction league. Remember, Buffalo, who's now 7-2, Buffalo was
more composed. Here's the biggest reason why.
By the way, I could throw about 30 quarterbacks' names and say, better than Levis? Yeah.
The answer is going to be yes to a lot of them. Here's the reason why. And it's kind of the same reason why Jameis Winston hasn't worked out. Now, Jameis, obviously, a high first-round draft pick, Will Levis, a second-rounder, but both supposed to be starters in this league. But if you do not take care of the football, there isn't a single coach who's going to trust you to be a starter. If you don't take care of the football, if you throw turnovers, if you fumble a bunch, you cannot be trusted. I remember it was explained to me this way when I started playing center. The hopes and the dreams of everybody associated with the franchise rest in your hands when you have the football in your possession. So that's the seriousness you have to take when you're either a ball carrier, a receiver going up for a 50-50 ball. You better come down with it because our hopes and dreams reside in your hands and your efforts in getting that ball.
Your grandchildren We'll talk more about that. So, Michael, wouldn't you agree that this is one of those scary things in the junk drawer?
Dave, I got to think that probably at least 80% of the time when I talk to somebody who has bank CDs or a savings account that has a sizable amount of money in it, that when I ask them the question, do you have beneficiaries or transfer on death, TOD, or
You're tuned to an Odyssey.
Catch. This is a great catch, great throw. This is over the outside shoulder. Saquon Barkley, he shakes the defender, gets to the outside, and Jalen launches his ball to the outside shoulder. This is a difficult catch, but he makes it for 20-yard touchdown.
Attention. Can I please have your attention? The Eagles have scored in the first quarter for the first time this season.
What a catch.
That wasn't easy.
You don't see that by players other than wide receivers.
You're right. But he is a unique talent. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. Spotted, kicked up, and it is good. The Great Hands Catch of the Game, sponsored by Hand and Massage and Facial Spa. Distress after the game with a relaxing massage or facial starting at $79.95. You might remember what Saquon Barkley did in the opening game in Brazil, where he made a great catch, too. There's a timeout on the field with the score. Birds 7, Jaguars nothing. On the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
There's nothing quite like the Honda Civic Hybrid, Accord Hybrid, and CR-V Hybrid when it comes to exhilarating efficiency. With hybrid technology and thrilling capability, these vehicles deliver an electrifying performance on every drive. But what truly makes these hybrids special is the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. Redefine your driving experience with Honda, KBB.com's best value brand of 2024.
Contact your local Honda dealer today.
Based on 2024 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelly Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
Guess what, people? Wendy's has new saucy nugs. You heard me. Wendy's nugs now come in 7 saucy flavors. Buffalo, honey barbecue, garlic parm, spicy ghost pepper. You can literally hear your taste buds after every bite. I'm serious. Listen to mine. Okay, that's just me playing with sound effects. For a whole new way to nug, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
At participating U.S. Wendy's, hours may vary by location.
Bird Gang Spirits is made for the true Philly fans. The pre-gamers, tailgaters, dieharders, and lifelongers. Now you can raise a glass to number 25 himself, Eagles legend LaShawn Shady McCoy, with their new very limited edition Bird Gang Shady Bourbon Whiskey. Crafted to honor Shady's induction into the Eagles Hall of Fame, this special release is the spirit of Philly pride in every pour. Pre-order now to reserve a bottle or two of LaShawn Shady McCoy's Bird Gang Kentucky Bourbon at BOTLD.com. Please drink responsibly. Day and night, PGW puts our energy into keeping you safe at home. PGW's 24/7 safety monitoring, infrastructure upgrades, and industry expertise help to deliver the essential energy you rely on and trust. And every mile of infrastructure we upgrade keeps energy delivery in Philadelphia more clean and more affordable. When you see us in your neighborhood, we're working harder than ever to stay on schedule and continue the work of keeping you safe at home. Remember, natural gas smells on purpose. Smell us? Tell us. PGW.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia, powered by the Tasty Cake Studios and Odyssey Station.
A touchdown brought to you by your Delaware Valley Honda dealers. Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today. Break man to kick off. Deep men, Tank Bigsby and Tim Jones. Generally, the Eagles kick off and take no chances with a return. They kick off deep, and it comes out to the 30. Will they do that again? That has been their M.O., and they do. Yep. This time, man booms it out of the end zone. Here's Tom Kelly with an NFL update.
Thank you, Merrill. Commanders keep rolling. They beat the Giants in New York today, 27-22. They are now 7-2 this season. The scoreboard update brought to you by Dietz & Watson. With over 80 years of handcrafted Philly family flavor, put Dietz & Watson on your Eagles game day menu. Dietz & Watson, it's a family thing.
So the Eagles strike first. 1st and 10. Jaguars on the field offensively for the first time in this game. Ball at their own 30. Nolan Smith lines up as an edge rusher. He's had a sack in each of the last 3 games. Under center is Lawrence. Eagles almost jump but get back. Motion to the far side of the field. The play action. Going deep. And it is broken up. It was intended down the far side of the field in the direction of Evan Engram, and it was broken up on the play. Great play.
Yeah, Zach Bond, Merrill, does an unbelievable job of running under this throw and getting it out. They're trying to get the ball to their main target, was Evan Engram. He caught 117 balls. It was 100 and some stupid number of receptions he had last year. This one, unable to get to. Excellent play by Bond.
It is 2nd down and 10. Motion. This time the give goes to Etienne, and he's brought down after a 1-yard gain. That's it. Eagles stacked him up, and Bond was in on that tackle, too. That was a great play by Bond downfield.
That was a great play. And he just tried to layer it over to underneath defender to his tight end. Just didn't work.
3rd and 7.5 for the Jaguars. Have to get to the 40 for a first down. 7-0 Birds. 9:49 to go here in the opening quarter. They go with 3 receivers to the far side. Lone receiver to the near side. That's Parker Washington, the former Nittany Lion. In the gun. Lawrence. He takes the snap. He backpedals. He lets it go, and he completes it for a first down to Parker Washington up across the 40 to the 44. Tackle on the play by Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitchell's just giving a big cushion on the outside. You sometimes have to field guys out. Parker Washington out of Penn State runs a really nice, sharp outcut and gets his team a first down.
It is 1st and 10. Ball up at the 44-yard line. Eagles up 7-0. ETN, a single setback under center. Trevor Lawrence. Lawrence puts a man in motion. Lawrence backs up, fakes, loads up, fires out in the flat. It's ATM, but he's tackled immediately on a beautiful play. Again, Zach Bond, who would not be outmaneuvered by the running back.
Yeah, Zach Bond is your leading tackler on this defense, and already he's got 2 in this game. And when you get a running back in space like that, they're hard to get down.
How about 2 tackles and a pass breakup?
Just excellent work by Bond.
It is 2nd down and 7 for the Jaguars. Again, Lawrence under center. 2 receivers stacked to the far side. Now Tank Bigsby in the backfield. Motion to the near side of the field. Handoff goes to Bigsby, and Bigsby is shut down shy of the 50. Good tackle this time by Jordan Davis.
Bigsby, that's their thumper. He really runs hard. He's going to lower his pads, and he'll run you over if you're not careful. They like him between the tackles. The Eagles are able to get him stopped for a short pickup there, but they like him between the tackles. ETN more on the perimeter.
ETN comes back in. Former Clemson star. And the gun. Lawrence. They have to get inside the Eagles 47 for a first down. 7-0 Birds. Here in the first quarter. Back goes Lawrence. He sets up. They've got him. They drop him.
Sweaty.
Sack. Yeah, Josh Sweat. Once again, it is Josh Sweat with his 4th sack of the season.
You have to take advantage of this offensive line. And Sweat just takes the left tackle, Merrill, and he drives him all the way back into the quarterback's lap, and then he takes down the quarterback.
That sack sponsored by Verizon. For every sack this season, Verizon donates $100 to the Travis Manion Foundation. Get to your local Verizon store today. Philadelphia Eagles powered by Verizon. Cooper DeJean standing at his own 6-yard line. In the punt, Logan Cook. Now you have to watch Logan Cook, not necessarily in this situation, but he's a guy who can take off or pass. He gets this one away. It is a wobbler coming up as Cook to the near sideline, and it bounces out of bounds. Eagles' first defensive stop is brought to you by the Plumbers Union, Local 690, protecting the health of the nation. Visit plumbers690.org. There's a timeout on the field with the score. Eagles 7, Jaguars nothing on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Kick off game day the right way this season with Hers, the snack that's rooted in Philly. They've been a hometown favorite for nearly 8 decades and counting. So when you say their first team all flavor, you can taste it. Hers runs a deep roster of unbelievable flavors like zesty, sour cream and onion, sweet and smoky honey barbecue, and slightly spicy jalapeno kettle chips. So next Birds game, you can't help but go for 2. Bags, that is. Hers, rooted in flavor.
Eagles fans, Merrill Reese here to talk about my friends at NovaCare Rehabilitation. Are you dealing with ongoing aches and pains? The physical therapist at NovaCare will help keep you active and doing the things you love. They have more than 200 convenient locations throughout the Delaware Valley and South Jersey. Visit NovaCare.com to schedule an appointment today. NovaCare is the official physical therapy provider to the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles trust NovaCare, so can you. Experience the power of physical therapy.
Philly, stand up. This is Big Duke. I'm out here in Southwest Philly trying to change my community, empower the people, bring more resources. I'm with Kamala because I understand and I see her vision.
Kamala Harris has a plan to give black men the tools to start building generational wealth.
That means $25,000 in down payment assistance for first-time home buyers and creating more affordable housing. She's increasing access to forgivable loans and capital for entrepreneurs. And she's building pathways to good-paying jobs, whether or not you have a college degree. Harris will also ensure workers share in the success by pushing for employee stock ownership plans. So when companies profit, you profit too.
To have a leader who's thinking like this is powerful and great for America. Use your voice and vote this November.
I'm Kamala Harris, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Harris for President.
Seth Joyner joins us tomorrow at 9 a.m. on 94 WIP.
Parks Casino Smoke-Free. Enjoy national entertainment. 5 different award-winning restaurants and valet parking. Parks Casino, this is how you win. Must be 21. Gambling problem, 1-800-GAMBLER. 1st and 10 Eagles, the ball at their own 11-yard line. Now, Johnny Wilson again in the game. This is his second play in the game. And he lines up to the near side in the slot. Hurts under center. Barkley, the single setback. Motion to the far side of the field. The give goes to Barkley, and Barkley is picked up and put down after about a 2-yard gain by Tyler Lacey. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, you see some of that beef from Jacksonville in the middle of their defense and not moving very much.
Mike, I don't see A.J. Brown. Here it is, 2nd down and 8. Hurts again in the gun. Single setback is Barkley.
Wide right.
He's changed his shoes. Back again goes Hurts. Hurts backpedals, steps up, he looks, he starts to move, and he is tackled shy of the 10-yard line. That was Josh Hines Allen coming in.
Yeah, this one just takes a little bit too long. Jalen's looking, trying to wait and allow someone to break open. The offensive line, they're giving him the time necessary.
When he warmed up, he was wearing those very deep pink shoes.
That's what he wears. He wears those. They're like highlighters or narrow.
But he's not wearing them now.
Narrowlators, and he changed shoes.
He did change shoes. It will bring up a 3rd down and 12. Hurts in the gun. Barkley to his right. 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Back now, this will be a penalty against the Eagles. I think they moved first. I think they took a step back before the snap.
Ball start, number 26 offense. Half distance to the goal. 3rd down.
AJ likes to wear those shoes with colors like the highlighters.
Yeah.
For whatever. Oh, he said his daughter can recognize him. She can pick him up on the field easily. So
can I.
So yeah. So
pick me up. I like those shoes.
He's wearing those for you and his daughter.
It is 3rd down and 16. Jahan Dotson in the game. Hurts standing at the goal line. Has to go all the way up to the 22 for a 1st down. He's back. He looks. He fires out in the flat to Calcaterra, who only gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and they'll have to punt. So that drive went no place.
Yeah, and Jacksonville just dropped everyone back in coverage. They only rushed 3. They wanted to take away all of the throwing lanes, which they were able to do, now forcing the Eagles to punt the ball.
Great man to punt. And to return is Trammell, who fumbled his first attempt. Well, after being hit really bludgeoned by Sidney Brown. Here's Mann. Steps into it. Gets it away. It is a high, deep spiral. Coming up is Trammell. He catches it. He starts left. And he's stripped up immediately on a great play downfield. Very good tackle by Will Shipley. There's a timeout on the field with the score 7-0 Birds on the Eagles Radio Network presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Hi, this is Joe Mederchik, PNC Bank Regional President. People ask us, is PNC just a boring bank? Well, that depends. Is starting a business boring or being the first person in your family to go to college? For nearly 160 years, we've done the hard and occasionally boring work of banking to deliver brilliant results to our clients. To see what boring banking can do for you, stop into any of our local branches right here in the greater Philadelphia community. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Get my neck roll! Ike Reese here, and I know about tackling. And you know what? You can tackle your game day menu this season with the official hot dog of the Philadelphia Eagles from Dietz & Watson. Fire up that grill at the tailgate with perfectly smoked premium franks and sausages in bold flavors like jalapeno cheddar and bacon cheddar. Sandwiches are always better with freshly sliced meats and artisan cheeses from Dietz & Watson. Head to DietzandWatson.com to find a local retailer near you. Dietz & Watson, it's a family thing.
Driving a turkey? Don't kill it. Trade it. All month long, it's the Jets Getting Sales event at Dell Toyota. With a Dell Vehicle Exchange Program, get out of your old car or truck and drive home a new vehicle with the same payment you have now, or maybe one that's even less. Dell Toyota is just 8 minutes west of Exton on Route 30 in Thorndale. If you're worried you're going to pay too much for your next car, you don't know Jack. Say habla español.
Jack, sell them for less.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $200 in bonus bets when they bet $5. And even better, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, and player props.
There you have it. Bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bet. And see why. It's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Pennsylvania. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, it's Devontae Smith. Hear me scoring touchdowns all season long, right here on 94 WIP.
Want the ultimate Eagles experience? Join the Eagles Youth Football Clinic on November 10th at the NovaCare Complex. Clinics are open to children ages 5 to 14. Register now at eaglesacademies.com.
Now the Bucks with the short field with the ball, asking their defense to do a lot here.
1st and 10. Jaguars. Ball at the 41. Under center is Lawrence. Single setback. Etienne. On 1st down, the pitch goes to Etienne. He takes off right tackle and picks up about 6 yards. Good pickup by Etienne. Commanders beat the Giants today 27-22. The Falcons kept winning. They beat the Cowboys 27-21. Dallas keeps losing. The Bengals beat the Raiders 41-24. Panthers beat the Saints 23-22. I think Bryce Young started that game too. 2nd down and 5. 2nd and 5 for the Jaguars. Etienne to the right, now moves to the left of Lawrence. Lawrence back to throw. He pumps, he fires, it is incomplete. Intended over the middle for Ingram. Broken up by Nakobe Dean.
Those two linebackers in the middle, Merrill, they have been playing so well. They've raised their level of play in the middle, and it's helped this defense so much. Nakobe Dean right there making a stop to Evan Ingram and putting this team once again in a 3rd down situation, and I got to have it.
It is 3rd down and 5. And the gun is Lawrence. They have to get to the Eagles' 49. Etienne comes into the backfield, sets up to the right of Trevor Lawrence. Lawrence back. Here comes the rush. He lets it fly. It's incomplete. Incomplete, intended again for Evan Ingram. And the former #1 draft choice of the Giants cannot make the catch.
Yeah, but these Kelly Green jerseys, they are all over Jacksonville. Even if he throws this ball, it has to be a perfectly thrown ball because it's so well covered with Ingram on the back end.
Yeah, it was with Rodgers and Blankenship. At 3 and out. Sponsored by Modern Group. In the punt, Logan Cook. In the return, Cooper DeJean. The punt is away. This one is a spiral. DeJean calls for a fair catch and makes it at the 6-yard line. As I said, that 3 and out sponsored by the Modern Group, your trusted supplier across the tri-state area for all your construction, arbors, material handling, and standby power equipment needs. Visit moderngroup.com for more information. Time out on the field with the score. Eagles 7, Jaguars nothing. On the Eagles Radio Network presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
It's time to cut your old point of sale system and revolutionize your business with PDQ POS. Joe Flynn and his team at PDQ have been the industry leader for over 35 years. They offer everything from mobile POS to self-service kiosks and the best service and support in the industry. For the fastest, easiest, and most reliable POS available, trust PDQ POS. No matter how many locations you have, they'll build a custom solution for your business. Visit pdqpos.com.
This season, Chevy brings classic pairings, cookies and milk, mistletoe and kisses, and your holiday plans and a new Chevy. Silverado 1500 gives you power and capability with 430 pound-feet of torque to haul your holiday tree. Equinox EV and the all-new Equinox offer award-winning quality and style to see you through the holiday season. See why Chevy makes everything better and brighter. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Kamala Harris is pushing taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners. She admitted it.
Surgery.
For prisoners.
For prisoners. Every transgender inmate in the prison system would have access.
Just listen to what Charlemagne the God had to say.
Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners? Hell no, I don't want my taxpayer dollars going to that.
Kamala even supports letting biological men compete against our girls in their sports. Kamala's pushing her far-left agenda and ignoring our community. While we're struggling to pay our bills, Kamala's giving free health care and free housing to illegals. They're getting our jobs, and they're bringing crime and drugs to our neighborhoods. And what do we get? Nothing but empty promises that lead to empty wallets. Kamala's giving welfare to illegals and paying for sex changes for inmates. Kamala is for they, them. President Trump is for us.
I'm Donald Trump, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Donald J. Trump for President 2024, Inc.
Talking Eagles, Jaguars tomorrow morning. Joe DeCamara, John Ritchie, WIP.
The newest Eagles Pro Shop is now open in Plymouth Meeting. Visit them at the Metroplex on Chemical Road to grab the latest Eagles gear, authentic jerseys of your favorite players, and more. For the second time, the Eagles are inside their own 10-yard line as they take over 1st and 10. 3:13 to go in the opening quarter. 7-0 Birds. Hurts in the gun. Motion to the near side of the field. Hurts gives off. Barkley running with the football, spinning up across the 10 and taking it close to the 14, where he's brought down by Alukanen.
Yeah, that's more like it. That's what you want to see on first down. Get Saquon Barkley going downhill. He picks up 6 yards, and it really sets you up early in this drive.
It is 2nd down and 3. Alukanen very solid inside. Eagles with 3 tight ends in right now. Motion, Stoll. Hurts under center. Comes right back to Barkley, who tries to get outside, and he cannot. He cannot. He may have lost a yard. Eric Armstead was right there. He does get back to the line of scrimmage, so there's no gain, and the Eagles are in a 3rd down and 3.
Armstead was their prize free agent pickup in the offseason. Hasn't done a lot so far this year, but this one he gets off of that block and stops Saquon.
Here's a 3rd down and 3. Eagles are 1 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. Hurts lines up. Slot to the far side. Wing to the near side. Motion to the near side. And A.J. Brown, he is the wide man. Hurts goes into a long count. Hurts is back. Hurts is looking. Hurts is throwing. And it is complete to A.J. Brown across the 30 up to the 35. He went in motion, Mike, to the far side and then came all the way across the field to make the catch.
Listen, this is design. They want to see what they're in defensively. With A.J. motioning, they recognize his man coverage. He starts him on an over route and then turns it into a corner or a sail route.
Great
wide open.
Great blocking. Cam Jurgens stood his ground. 1st and 10. Hurts looks. He swings it out to Calcaterra, who dives across the 40 and up to the 41 or 42. They're moving the football.
Yeah, here's another neat little play. You're not going to get big yardage out of it, but Calcaterra on just a flat route, and he gets north-south right away.
For 6 yards, 2nd down and 4. Hurts again in the gun. Trips to the far side of the field. Barkley the single setback. Now Hurts comes up and says something, maybe audibilizing. Now he goes into a pistol with Barkley behind him. Hurts Gives it off to Barkley. Right up the middle he goes. Across the 50 into Jaguars territory at the 46.
And he wanted more. He wanted more. This hit so quickly into the secondary of Jacksonville, they don't even know what hit him. A great job of splitting Lane Johnson in the middle of that blocking, just splitting the lane for Saquon.
1st and 10. Hurts fakes to Barkley. He's going to run it himself, and he does for 6 or 7 more yards. Chased out by Eric Armstead. This is a beautiful offense to watch.
Yeah, when it's working like this, and especially when they go no huddle, this tempo style of offense, Jalen seems to be at his best when they do that.
And there's the end of the first quarter with the score. The Eagles 7, the Jacksonville Jaguars nothing. On the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865. 94 WIP.
Hey, Eagles fans, this is Merrill Reese. Phones weren't made to be broken, but life happens. So when you break your phone, Verizon in Philly's got you. Trade in any phone from one of their top brands in any condition, guaranteed, and get a great deal on one of their best 5G phones with unlimited ultimate. Switch now and save. Available at a Philly area Verizon store.
It's football season in Philly, so whether you're at the link or lounging at the house, you gotta have some grub. Well, good news! Popeyes has just the joint for any fan of the birds. We're talking wings, baby. So fly to Popeyes Fly and fill up on wings in 7 delicious flavors, including classics like smoky barbecue and signature hot, or new honey lemon pepper and sweet and smoky chipotle. And you can get them with or without bones, that is. So whether you're grabbing 6 for yourself or a tailgate bundle, Popeyes wings are a perfect match for fans who know a thing or two about flying. Participating U.S. restaurant.
There are lessons to be learned every day, and every day is an opportunity to find our purpose. It begins with a game plan, not just thinking about short-term wins, but long-term goals. We are all quarterbacks of our financial future, and we have to be boldly committed to the process. Because when the lights are on, that's when preparation meets opportunity. Build your tomorrow at LincolnFinancial.com.
Lincoln Financial is the marketing name for Lincoln National Corporation and affiliates, copyright 2024. Lincoln Financial is a sponsor of Jalen Hurts, who has received compensation.
Someone once said it's one thing at once. I say if you can do 2 things at once, why wouldn't you? You're probably doing that right now anyway. Like at WM Henderson Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric. If you buy 1 fall furnace tune-up, we'll give you an AC tune-up in spring for free. You do one and you don't even have to think about the other. See, that's 2 things taken care of. So the moral is, doing 2 things at once isn't just easier, it saves you money. Book now at WMHenderson.com.
Talking to Donovan McNabb tomorrow, 4 o'clock on the afternoon show with Ike, Spike, and Fritz.
Join the Eagles Kids Club and score yourself a new limited edition Eagles backpack. By signing up, you also unlock exclusive events, contests, and more. Learn more at PhiladelphiaEagles.com/Kids Club. Birds up 7-0 as the second quarter is about to begin. And today's stats presented to you exclusively by PNC Bank. PNC, brilliantly boring since 1865.
In that first quarter, Jalen Hurts threw 6 of 7, connected on for 57 yards and a touchdown. Barkley 7 rushes for 34 yards.
So far, a very quiet Devontae Smith.
They've run it 9 times. They've passed it 7 times. I love that balance.
It is 2nd down and 4. Now Hurts is bracketed by Smith and Barkley. Now Smith goes in motion from right to left. Hurts is back. He gives it off to Barkley, who spins, but cannot get away from the Jaguars. He was brought down by Josh Hines-Allen. Josh Hines-Allen is a very, very solid defender.
Josh Allen is a really good football player, Merrill. He had 17.5 sacks last season.
Yeah. Puts the Eagles in a 3rd down and 6. They have to get to the Jaguars 38 for a 1st down. Johnny Wilson back in the game. 3rd and 6 from the Jaguars 44. Motion, Calcaterra. Hurts in the gun. He backpedals. He's looking, still looking. He fires it out in the flat to Barkley, who beats one man, spins past another, leaps over a third, and comes down at the 30.
What was that? I've never seen that move, and I've been watching football all my life.
Well, he did that. He did that to show off to Shady McCoy.
He's never done this. No one's ever done this. He hurdles a guy backwards. How do you jump over a guy backwards?
He did. He did.
What am I watching?
1st and 10 at the 30. You've got to love this. Hurts lines up. Gainwell. Well, Barkley recovers. Hurts to Gainwell, and Gainwell slashes for about 2. That is it. That was some move. I haven't seen that either.
I've been watching football 100 years. I've never seen anything like that.
In this stadium, to be honored at halftime and put into the Eagles Hall of Fame is Shady McCoy, and somewhere down below us, Shady is applauding. I promise you, he appreciates that. 2nd down and 9. Into a pistol formation as Gainwell stays in. 3 receivers out to the far side of the field. The nearest, the tightest, is Devontae Smith, who so far has been ignored. Hurts goes back. Hurts looks. He swings it out to Gainwell, who falls down. If he had kept his feet, he could have picked up some yards, but he didn't. And this time it was Aluakin who made the stop.
Yeah, Kenny Gainwell just about to make a move because he knows that Aluakin's closing in on him. He's about to cut back against the grain. Just loses his footing.
3rd down and 7. Jahan Dotson.
I'm still stunned by that move.
That's amazing.
Saquon.
Jahan Dotson out to the far side. 3 receivers to the far side. From right to left, Brown, Dotson, and Smith. Hurts in the gun. Gainwell to his left. Motion, A.J. Brown. Back goes Hurts. He's looking. He started a run. He keeps his balance. He breaks forward, and he leaps for a 1st down. That in itself was an amazingly athletic play.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. And this time he doesn't waste time. He fills the pocket, collapsing around him. He gets north-south, and somehow keeps his balance long enough to get a 1st down.
1st and 10. Ball at the 20-yard line. 20-yard line of the Jaguars. Eagles start out in a pistol now. Hurts comes up and says something, and Barkley walks along with him to listen. Now they line up again. Now this time Barkley is to the left of Hurts. Trips to the right. On 1st down, handoff to Barkley off right tackle, and he slashes for about 3 more, and the Eagles are in the Deborah Heart and Lung Center red zone, which means a $100 donation to the Deborah Hospital Foundation.
A lot of moving around, a lot of pre-snap communication, but it ends up being what they want, and I love the communication out there, especially, as I said, when they're going the up-tempo offense.
13th play of a drive that began on the 7-yard line. Their own 7. It is 2nd down and 8. 10:55 remaining in the first half, 7-0 Eagles. Back goes Hurts. Hurts steps up. Hurts looks. Hurts is going to run. He takes, and then this time he trips and falls down at the 15-yard line. Again, for Shady, Aluakin was over there to make the stop. Only a pickup of 2 yards, and that will put the Eagles in a 3rd down and 6. 7-0 Birds. Have to get to the 10-yard line, actually across the 10-yard line to pick up the 1st down. Eagles are 4 for 6 on 3rd down conversions. Again, Mike, I keep waiting for Devontae Smith to be targeted. Hasn't happened yet. 3 receivers to the near side. Calcaterra out to the far side. Motion Devontae Smith. He's over on the far side of the field. Back goes Hurts. Looks left, looks right, still looking. He's rolling. He is starting to go. He is too late, and he's tackled at the 25. He looked all over and could not find the target that he wanted. Apparently nobody open, and then the rush came, and it was Jordan Jefferson ending his trip when the field goal unit comes on.
This is an outstanding job by the offensive line of giving him all the time that he needs, just unable to find a target that he's comfortable with, letting the football go.
So it would be Jake Elliott attempting a 43-yard field goal to give the Eagles a 10-0 lead. Braden Mann is the holder. Ball is spotted. The kick is away, and the kick is good. Good. Absolutely perfect. So for Jake Elliott, he is now 10 for 12 in the season. There's another $500 donation for the local Chevrolet Dealers Kicks for Kids program. benefiting the Child Life Education and Creative Arts Therapy Department at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Timeout on the field with the score. Birds 10, Jaguars nothing. On the Eagles Radio Network presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
The Nissan Rogue with available Google built-in helps you make the most of your drive. Take care of the small stuff, like,
hey Google, cool down my car.
And,
hey Google, turn on the dog feeder.
Or change up your adventure.
Hey Google, navigate me to the nearest music venue.
Handle your drive like a pro.
Experience the ultimate connection in the new 2024 Nissan Rogue. Now get a low $289 per month lease for 36 months on Rogue. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. Not equipped on all vehicles. Requires compatible device. Sequences shortened and simulated. Activation of Nissan Connect services package required. Only use features when safe and legal to do so. Data rates may apply. Subject to third-party service availability. Google, Google Play, and Google Maps are trademarks of Google LLC. Well-qualified lessees. 2024 Rogue S all-wheel drive. $47.79 initial payment excludes tax, title, and license. Disposition fee due at lease end. Take from new dealer stock. Call 1-888-858-8319 for offer details. Ends 11/4/24.
Operating engineers are the men and women that move mountains. And the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, ELEC, puts them to work. They create opportunities for the men, women, and union signatory contractors of Local 825, repaving our roads, keeping our homes bright and warm, and even building our favorite team stadium. We understand infrastructure. That's why ELEC and Local 825 are ready to get to work.
Football is all about protection. Helmet protects your head. The line protects the QB. But what's protecting you? With Penny, Pennsylvania's health insurance marketplace, you can protect yourself with high-quality health coverage at the lowest costs. It's open enrollment. Doors are open for Pennsylvanians to apply and enroll at penny.com. Enroll by December 15th. You're worth protecting at pennie.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
This is Brandon Graham. Eagles football plays here. 94 WIP.
Eagles have both Mann and Elliott on the field during the timeout, keeping the Jaguars guessing. But it doesn't matter. It's Mann out there again, and usually they just kick off deep, which means the ball comes out to the 30, unless they have something up their sleeve right here. But it's almost every time they kick it deep. Mann approaches the football. He hits it high, and he hits it deep. And they just take a, Bigsby catches it and just takes a knee. Today's stats presented to you exclusively by PNC Bank. PNC brilliantly boring since 1865.
Farrell, to this point, the Eagles have 111 yards of offense to Jacksonville's 18 yards of offense. And 16 minutes time of possession by the Eagles. Jacksonville, just 4 minutes and 40 seconds.
But the Eagles are still only up 10-0. Jaguars, 1st and 10. Football at their own 30. They go with a double tight end. Trevor Lawrence in the gun. He's back. He pumps. He fires out to Etienne on the sideline. He catches it, but he only picks up 2 yards because he's tackled by a quick Zach Bond. Boy, Zach Bond, Mike, is playing like a Pro Bowl inside linebacker. He's everywhere.
And it's been since day one. Once they decided that you want to put him at linebacker rather than to rush in on the outside, he has flourished.
It is 2nd down and 7. Jaguars moving left to right. Again, the snap comes back and the pass goes out into the flat, and running with it this time along the sideline and picking up the first down is their fastest receiver, Brian Thomas, their first-round draft pick out of LSU.
Yeah, BT Jr. this time, and it's just a quick screen, and he gets 2 big bodies out in front of him, the 2 tight ends, and they try and escort him down the sideline, but the Eagles still hold him shy of the first down.
Oh, they don't give it to him. They say he stepped out before he got to the marker. So here is a 3rd down and 1. Under center is Lawrence. Can the Eagles stop them right here? Single setback, Etienne. Lawrence sneaks, and I don't know. It depends where his knee hit and where the official places the ball. Jalen Carter hit him head on.
It looks like it's going to be just shy.
I think it is too. I think it is too. And they're going to go for it.
Whoa. Now that's crunch time. Dial up your snacks with zesty Hers sour cream and onion chips. Hers, rooted in flavor.
Well, Doug Peterson says we're 2-6. Nothing to lose.
You know the history of Doug. He's always going for it in situations like this. I'm not surprised.
Tight formation. Under center. Lawrence. Lawrence into a long count. Trying to get the Eagles to jump. Lawrence still calling. He's back. He fires out in the flat. It's incomplete. Eagles take over on downs.
See, this is so big. It's showing the discipline to not jump off sides and then winning the play. The ball was tipped by Brandon Graham. I think Graham gets into the backfield, gets a hand on the football. It doesn't come near the intended target. And if it does, Cooper DeJean's going to be there to make the stop.
Play of the game brought to you by Chevrolet. Come check out the award-winning lineup of hardworking trucks and versatile SUVs. Plus, find exciting deals available right now at your local Chevy dealer. Time out on the field with the score, 10-0 Birds on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP. People ask, is PNC just a boring bank? Well, that depends. Is starting a business boring, or being the first person in your family to go to college? For nearly 160 years, they've done the hard and occasionally boring work of banking to deliver brilliant results for their clients. To see what boring banking can do for you, stop into any of their local branches right here in the greater Philadelphia community. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association member FDIC.
There's nothing quite like the Honda Civic Hybrid, Accord Hybrid, and CR-V Hybrid when it comes to exhilarating efficiency. With hybrid technology and thrilling capability, these vehicles deliver an electrifying performance on every drive. But what truly makes these hybrids special is the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. Redefine your driving experience with Honda, KBB.com's best value brand of 2024.
Contact your local Honda dealer today.
Based on 2024 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelly Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
This football season, get in the game at Acme. Buy participating products and receive touchdown tokens to redeem for entries into the Swoop In and Win sweepstakes. You could win 2025 Eagles season tickets or autographed Eagles merch and more. Acme, the official supermarket of the Philadelphia Eagles.
This week at Acme, don't miss the football items of the week. Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, Mountain Dew or Bubbly for $3.99 each when you buy 5. Or Butterball Original or White Turkey Burgers for $9.99. Stop in and discover why football is better at Acme, your tailgating headquarters.
This is Merrill Reese. When it comes to your roof, it's like football. Good planning is essential. That's why I've got a brand new gorgeous roof from Impriano Roofing. Jack Impriano and his 4 sons are a true family business, using only quality, certainteed roofing products. Serving our area for 5 decades, accountability plus. It's good to get a brand new roof from Impriano Roofing. Visit Impriano.com. That's Impriano.com. The best homes have an Impriano roof.
Talking Eagles Jags tomorrow on the WIP Morning Show. Joe DeCamera and John Ritchie.
The last bit of sunshine has disappeared, and it is now dusk. Eagles leading the Jaguars 10-0 with 7.5 minutes to go in the second quarter, and the Eagles with a fresh set of downs at the Jaguars 40 as the Jaguars gambled and lost on first down play action. Hurts back. Hurts fires. He's got Calcaterra at the 35 and takes it close to 10 yards.
I like this play.
He picks it up. He does have a first down.
Merrill, I like this play.
Me
Just
too.
getting him out of the pocket, a little roll to the left. He starts the play action to the right, and then he rolls to the left, and he's got 3 layers of guys there to possibly get the football.
Calcaterra's done very well filling in for Dallas Goedert on first down. This time it is a running play to Saquon Barkley, and not much there as the Jaguars converge, led by Devon Hamilton, to stop him after about 1.5 yards.
I think we're starting to see more and more of the Kellen Moore book of offensive plays, and each and every week, especially tonight, it feels like night, that you're starting to see a lot more variations of things that they've been doing over the past few weeks.
A.J. Brown leaves. In comes Aniyah Smith, coupled with Devontae Smith to the near side. Motion from left to right. And they give it off to Aniyah Smith on a jet sweep, but it goes virtually no place.
Yeah, he needed to keep that one to the outside. He's looking to cut it back inside, a little bit too quickly. If he stays to the outside, there's a better chance. If he stays right behind Calcaterra, there's a better chance that he'll win the edge.
It's a 3rd down and 6. Jahan Dotson comes back in. A.J. Brown out to the far side. Dotson and Smith to the near side with Dotson in the slot. The gun is Hurts. Barkley to his right. It is 3rd and 6. They have to get inside the 20 for a first down. Eagles lead 10-0. Back goes Hurts. Hurts looking, steps up. Here comes the rush. He starts to move. He fires. He's got Calcaterra pushing and shoving. He does not have the first down. He's about 2.5 yards short, and I think they're going to go for it. Picked up 3 yards.
I like the way the guys in the trenches are fighting the offensive line, trying to give Hurts the time that he needs. There's plenty of time, just unable to find an open target.
Well, rather than go for an almost automatic field goal, the Eagles are going to gamble here on 4th down and 3. 3 receivers. Trips out to the right. Hurts in the gun. Barkley to his left. Have to get inside the 20. Hurts into a long count. 10-0. Eagles lead. Back goes Hurts. Hurts looks. Hurts pumps. Hurts is firing. A.J. Brown has it knocked away at the last second at the 10-yard line. Good defensive play by Darnell Savage, knocking it away from A.J. Brown.
And he has his man. A.J. is on Savage, and if he leads A.J. a little bit more or gets that ball out just a little bit quicker, it's a completion.
Timeout on the field with the score. The Eagles 10, the Jaguars nothing on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Eagles fans, Merrill Reese here to talk about my friends at NovaCare Rehabilitation. Are you dealing with ongoing aches and pains? The physical therapist at NovaCare will help keep you active and doing the things you love. They have more than 200 convenient locations throughout the Delaware Valley and South Jersey. Visit NovaCare.com to schedule an appointment today. NovaCare is the official physical therapy provider to the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles trust NovaCare, so can you. Experience the power of physical therapy.
We're all quarterbacks of our financial future, and we have to be boldly committed to the process. It begins with a game plan, preparing yourself for success on and off the field. Not just thinking about short-term wins, but long-term goals. And the best part about winning is winning as one. Build your tomorrow with Lincoln Financial.
Lincoln Financial is the marketing name for Lincoln National Corporation and affiliates, copyright 2024. Lincoln Financial is a sponsor of Jalen Hurts, who has received compensation.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365, where every nail-biting overtime win, breakaway, pick six, three-point shot, underdog win, buzzer beater, shootout, walk-off, and absolutely every play in between is amazing. From football to basketball and hockey to baseball, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Pennsylvania.
The Piazza Auto Group is proud to have served as the halftime sponsor of the Eagles radio network for over 20 years. As we hope for another championship, it's the perfect time to drive home in the new or certified pre-owned vehicle you've been wanting. The Piazza Auto Group features 18 brands, including Honda, Acura, Mazda, Hyundai, Genesis, Mini, Nissan, Subaru, and Volkswagen. To find the location nearest you or to shop their extensive inventory, visit PiazzaAutoGroup.com.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia. Powered by the Tasty Cake Studios and Odyssey Station.
4:49 remaining in the first half. 10-0 Eagles. Each team failed to pick up a fourth down conversion. And now the Jaguars have a 1st and 10 at their own 22. In the gun is Lawrence Bigsby, standing to his right. Lawrence into a long count, takes the snap, gives it off to Bigsby, and he is stood up and dropped. There is nothing there. He doesn't pick up an inch. Jalen Carter just rammed him, didn't he?
Oh, my goodness. What a great job of shedding the blocker by Carter and then putting the hat right on Bigsby, right at the line of scrimmage.
And got a little extra push from Bond right behind him.
Really, really nice play. That's how you shed a block.
2nd down and 9. Carter is really coming into his own. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Bigsby again stays in the backfield. Lawrence Looks like he's redirecting something. He's back. Lawrence is pumping. But Lawrence starts to run, and Lawrence is banged down at the 36 or 26-yard line by Zach Bourne. Another tackle by Zach Bourne.
He's everywhere. That Zach Bourne guy, he's everywhere. Leads his team in tackles, and you'll find him on the back end of plays in the passing game, and certainly in the run game, he's a force.
Former Wisconsin Badger. 3rd down and 6. 3:37 to go here in the first half. 3rd and 6. Ball on their own 26. Shotgun for Lawrence. Can the Eagles stop them right here? Eagles are up 10-0. Back goes Lawrence. He steps up. He's being chased. He lets it fly, and it's incomplete. Great coverage by Cooper DeJean on the far side. Stepped in front of Austin Tremmel.
Hey, man, they're exciting on both ends. On the pass rush, they run a little stunt inside, and Bryce Huff flushes him out of the pocket. The pass downfield, excellent coverage by Cooper DeJean. They're doing it all over the field.
Now Cooper DeJean back to return a punt. Vic Fangio can't wait until Britton Covey is back and he can just leave Cooper DeJean on the field on defense. Here is the punt by Logan Cook. It is high. It is a spiral. Cooper DeJean calls for a fair catch and makes it and steps out of bounds at the 24-yard line. So that 3 and out, sponsored by Modern Group, your trusted supplier across the tri-state area for all your construction, arborist, material handling, and standby power equipment needs. Visit moderngroup.com for more information. Time out on the field with the score. The Eagles 10, the Jacksonville Jaguars nothing. On the Eagles Radio Network presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865. A 94 WIP.
Homeowners, improve your family's comfort with a Bradford White water heater and enjoy all the hot water your household needs all day, every day. With Bradford White, you get more than just a water heater. You get our commitment to quality and reliability that you can trust. How you heat your water matters, so don't compromise when it comes to your home or your hot water. Bradford White water heaters are built to be the best because your home deserves it. Visit BradfordWhite.com to learn more and find an installation pro near you.
My name is Anton Moore, and I'm from Philadelphia. Around here, we have hardworking people that just need a break. Whether it's investing in small businesses or making housing affordable, Vice President Harris gets it.
Kamala Harris is making sure black men have the tools to build generational wealth. She'll put a policy in place that gives 1 million forgivable loans to help entrepreneurs, including black entrepreneurs, start their own businesses. She also plans to give $25,000 in down payment assistance for first-time homeowners and crack down on racial bias in home appraisals. Harris's plan will help black men own more assets so we can build long-term wealth.
This is what an investment in my community looks like. We're trying to build generational wealth. No get-rich-quick schemes, no scams, no one-time check, none of that. Vice President Harris got our back. I'll be there on November 5th. Will you be there?
I'm Kamala Harris, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Harris for President.
Hi, this is Howard Eskin to talk about Jack Daniels, tailgating, and the birds. It doesn't get any better, so stop by your local PA Fine Wine and Good Spirit store and get game day ready with the original Jack Daniels Tennessee whiskey, along with Jack Daniels Fire, Honey, and Apple, or grab a case of Jack and Coke or Jack and Coke Zero Sugar, now ready to drink in a can. Also available at select grocers. Jack Daniels, born for the tailgate, and please drink responsibly.
Whiskey Specialty, 7% ABV, Jack Daniels Distillery, Lynchburg, Tennessee. Jack Daniels is number 7, registered trademarks of Jack Daniels Properties Inc. Coca-Cola is a registered trademark of the Coca-Cola Company.
Breaking down this Eagles-Jags game tomorrow on the afternoon show, 2 to 6, right here on 94 WIP.
With 3:14 to go in the first half, we now officially have a night game at Lincoln Financial Field, with the Eagles leading 10-0 at a 1st and 10 at their own 24. 2 receivers to the near side. Anais Smith in the game also. Goes in motion on 1st down. Hurts gives off to Barkley. Off left tackle, penalty flag down, and I think it's going to be holding against the Eagles. It's coming back. It went to Barkley, and he picked up a sizable chunk of yards. Darnell Savage made the stop.
Offense, 10-yard penalty. Replay. First down.
What is surprising is that there's only one reception to this point by an Eagles wide receiver.
I keep waiting for Devontae Smith to be noticed. I mean, 2 weeks ago he caught one pass for -2 yards, and then last week went wild in Cincinnati, had a big game. Now the Eagles have a first down at 20, back at their own 14. Hurts in the gun, Barkley to his right. On first down, he comes right back to Barkley, and this one goes no place. The Jaguars are in the backfield, led by Jeremiah Ledbetter.
Jacksonville's starting to feel a little bit better about what they can do in the trenches. This time, Mekhi Becton was just whipped.
This time it is an empty backfield with 3 receivers left. Slot to the near side of the field. It is second and King of Prussia. Into the gun is Hurts. Have to get all the way up to the 24 for a first, no, all the way up to the 34 for a first down. Back goes Hurts again. He fires over the middle. A.J. Brown makes the catch and then is tackled shy of the 30. He made the catch, but he is still about 5 yards away from a first down.
Yeah, he got hammered from the back once he caught the football.
And he gets up with some help from Calcaterra. That was a 16-yard gain. And there is the 2-minute warning with the score. Eagles 10, Jaguars nothing. On the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Guess what, people? Wendy's has new saucy nugs. You heard me. Wendy's nugs now come in 7 saucy flavors. Buffalo, honey barbecue, garlic parm, spicy ghost pepper. You can literally hear your taste buds after every bite. I'm serious. Listen to mine. Okay, that's just me playing with sound effects. For a whole new way to nug, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
At participating U.S. Wendy's, hours may vary by location.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey! Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, 40% alcohol, William Grant & Sons Inc., New York.
Check it out, the new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence and camera control for easy access. At Verizon, you can get it when you trade in any phone from one of their top brands.
Any?
Any.
Even if it's 4 years old?
Yeah.
Even if it's 4 years old and I drop it on the sidewalk?
Yep.
Even if it's 4 years old and I drop it on the sidewalk, then a scooter runs it over, so now it's not just old and cracked, but shattered?
With Verizon, the answer is always yes. New and existing customers can trade in any phone from one of our top brands in any condition for the new iPhone 16 Pro with Unlimited Ultimate. Trade-in terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
Dear Eagles fans, Toyota's a proud partner of the Philadelphia Eagles and official automotive partner of the NFL. The Toyota Corolla and all-hybrid Camry make big plays with style and efficiency. RAV4 is a versatile game changer. Highlander's got room for your whole squad. And the rugged Tacoma and Tundra control the line of scrimmage. Visit Toyota.com today. Toyota. Let's go places.
Hear Nick Sirianni's presser after the game on 94 WIP.
The 2-minute warning sponsored by Wendy's. For a whole new way to nug, try Wendy's new saucy nugs today. Open till midnight or later at participating U.S. Wendy's. Hours may vary by location. We have 1:58 remaining in the first half. 10-0 Eagles. First score set up by a fumble created by Sidney Brown. It is 3rd down and 6 for the Eagles. The ball at their own 28. They are 4 for 8 on 3rd down conversions. Hurts in the gun. Motion. Calcaterra from right to left. Hurts still calling for the football. He's back. He steps up. Here comes the rush. Too late. They've got him. They've got him.
You know, he's starting to hold it too long. The ball has to come out with the timing designed by the play, or he's got to get on the move.
Josh Hines Allen.
Listen, they're doing a really good job of giving him time to throw the football. And the receivers just have to get open, and he's got to get the ball out of his hands.
4th and 13. Jaguars have never really threatened in this game, but back to return the punt is Parker Washington, who has, to his credit, a 96-yard punt return touchdown. At the punt is Braden Mann. Washington, former Nittany Lion, standing back at his 30. Here is the punt by Mann. He gets it away. It is a high wobbler. Washington backs up, now starts forward, moves to his left, moves to his right, screened in and pushed out of bounds. No harm on the return. Eagles covered it. Michael Clay's unit very well.
Yeah.
With Keely Ringo doing the job.
Very nice.
Knocking him out.
They don't have Ben Summerlin right now because he's gone to the locker room. They had him in the tent just briefly, but they've taken him to the locker room, and hopefully we'll find out a little bit about him.
Eagles have all of their timeouts. I'm sure they'd like another possession. But first things first, and let's keep Jacksonville from getting into any kind of scoring territory. They've done a great job of that. They have really stymied Jacksonville so far. But can they do it one more time in this half? Jags line up with the ball at their own 33-yard line.
Yeah, it's important not to let them get points and go in at halftime feeling better about themselves.
Lawrence in the gun with ETN to his left. Slot to the near side. Back goes Lawrence. He pumps, he fires. It is deflected, and it is intercepted by the Eagles on the deflection, I believe. It is Cooper DeJean. No, it is Zach Bond. Zach Bond.
He's doing everything that Zach Bond. Are you sure there are not two Zach Bonds out there?
That turnover brought to you by Jack Impriano and Impriano Roofing. Let Jack and his team turn over your old roof with a brand new roof. The best homes have an Impriano roof. Visit Impriano.com.
Are you sure there are not two Bonds on the field?
Boy, you would think so, wouldn't you?
He's all over the place.
And now the Eagles have an opportunity to add to their 10-0 lead. This is Katie McCoy for the Hall of Fame tonight. It is Zach Bond owning the first half of this game.
They're going to hold it up a little bit just to make sure that he actually caught that ball because it's very close.
He did. He did. It was deflected. I think it was intended for ETN, and it was deflected, and Vaughn had it.
And then it's the celebration. The entire defense runs to the end zone. I don't know what that celebration is, so I won't try and describe it.
There's no challenge because you're inside the 2-minute warning, so that, first of all turnovers are reviewed anyhow. But that was a great play by Zach Bond. What a game he has had. Remarkable. Eagles lead 10-0, and they love to add to it. May I suggest that they find number 6? Am I asking too much, Mike?
Listen, I'm like you. I want to see 6 involved in this thing.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. Interception, first down, Philadelphia.
1:36 to go in the first half. 10-0 Birds.
Let's get these wide receivers involved in the action.
Not only has Jacksonville been shut out, they have never been close to being into scoring territory. The Eagles have kept them basically on their own side of the field throughout the entire first half.
But this entire first half, there's one catch by a wide receiver on this football team.
And that was A.J. Brown.
I want more.
They go with 3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. The 2 on the far side are Brown and Smith. Hurts in an empty backfield. Now Smith comes in motion from right to left. Hurts on first down, swings it out to Barkley, up to the 40, to the 35, and he picks up about 8. Tyson Campbell comes over to make the stop.
Yeah, it's hard to complain about that because this is an excellent job of blocking on the outside.
By Devontae Smith.
And, yeah, he's only 170 pounds.
It is 2nd down and 2. Hurts again in the gun. Hurts back. Hurts steps up. He fires. He's got Smith. He's got a first down at the 25. Hooray for Devontae Smith.
That's more like the timing. That back foot hits. He lets the football go. When you do that, the offensive line plays better. Everybody looks better.
It is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Hurts again in the gun with Barkley to his right. Back goes Hurts. Hurts looks. Here comes the rush. Hurts is going to run. Hurts is at the 30. He's at the 25. He's at the 20. He's got a 9-yard gain as he steps out. Maybe he steps out about 3 yards away. Venfro Miller chases him out. Eagles are in the Deborah Heart and Lung Center red zone, which means a $100 donation to the Deborah Hospital Foundation. Eagles have a 2nd down and 3, 48 seconds to go here in the first half, which is like all day because the Eagles have all 3 of their timeouts.
See, that time he was decisive. He didn't have a throw right away. The pocket started to break down, so you make a decision, you get out, and get what's there.
It is 1st and 10. Inside, no, 2nd down and 3. Hurts in the gun. Barkley to the left. Hurts back. Hurts looks. Hurts pumps. He fires. Complete. He's got a 1st down. Making the catch is Barkley and stepping out of bounds down at the 12. 43 seconds to go, and the Eagles have not had to utilize a timeout.
Just little cuts at a time and slowly moving the football closer to the end zone.
It is 1st and 10. Ball on the 12. Can they take it across one more time before the end of the first half? Barkley had the reception for the lone touchdown so far. And the gun is Hurts. Barkley to his right. They go with a double wing. Hurts calling for the football again on 1st down. Backpedals. Looks. Still looks. Fires over the middle, and it's dropped. Over the middle, it was Barkley who had it go in and out of his hands. One of his few mistakes. Yeah. It was there, and he grabbed it and started to run and never really looked it in.
Well, and I can see why they're making sure that they get more defenders around Devontae, around AJ, so you dump it down to Barkley. You find your tight end when they're taking away your big targets on the outside.
Hurts 14 for 17 for 122 and a touchdown. It is 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 12. Empty backfield for Hurts. He could quarterback draw. He's back. He looks. He's moving around. Still moving around. He's going to run. He's across the 10, and he's pushed out of bounds this time at about the 9. About the 9 by Ventrell Miller, and it will put them on a 3rd down and 8. Again, he gave it the look, but Mike, he wasn't going to stand back there and get trapped, and he just took off around the left side.
Yeah,
good job of coverage.
In Jacksonville, they're dropping 7. They're going to make sure that they try and keep as many defenders in the throwing lanes as they possibly can to avoid plays downfield.
Johnny Wilson comes in the game. He is lined up over on the far side of the field. Calcaterra in the slot to the near side. Empty backfield. Hurts in the gun. One more time. He's back. He's looking. Still looking. He is firing. Touchdown! Now there's a penalty flag. It was to Johnny Wilson, which would be his first NFL touchdown. It is they're going to call a pass interference on Johnny Wilson.
They're going to call a push off on Johnny Wilson.
Well, we'll see. We could not tell from here whether there was a push off.
Pass interference. Number 89, offense.
It's a push off.
He was very open.
Aluakan is a defender, and he gives him a little bit of a shove at the top of the route. Not much of one, I must say.
No, there's not much of one. But technically speaking, they can call it. So now it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 18. No, it's 3rd and 18 from the 20.
And after reviewing this a second time, I think it was a terrible call.
Well, if you think that,
I think it was a terrible call.
Then I agree.
And I try to be fair about this.
You are fair.
I think that was a terrible call.
If Mike said it was a terrible call, it was a terrible call. I'm just roll with it. Here we go with his 3rd and 18. They can get to the 2 for a 1st down. They hand the ball off to Barkley.
Oh,
He's at the 10. He's at the 5. Touchdown! Barkley! 20 yards.
Do this. Saquon Barkley gets the football. There's a big crease in the A-gap on the right side, and then it's just a sprint, a foot race to beat the safety to the corner of the end zone, and he wins the race.
Blocking, Lane Johnson and Mekhi Becton. They made that look easy.
They're going to keep their offense on the field and go for 2 here rather than bring Jake Elliott out.
Well, they're up 16-0. 16-0. Not a bad first half. And they're going to go for it from the 2. Hurts in the gun. They go with a pistol formation. 3 receivers left. Barkley behind Hurts. Now he goes up under center. Hurts is calling for the football. Hurts into a long count. Now he backs up, and the Eagles will take a timeout.
Yeah, Nick Sirianni didn't like it.
Philadelphia.
That touchdown brought to you by our Delaware Valley Honda dealers. Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today. 16-0. This first half has had everything but drama, and that's okay with me.
So this again was an effort to try and get them to jump off sides, and then you get it down on the 1 yard line, and then they would go tush push. But Jacksonville stayed pat, forced the Eagles to call a timeout, and now they will kick the point after.
Makes a lot of sense. Drive of the game sponsored by Nissan. At Nissan, they make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com.
It was a 7-play drive, only needing 42 yards, and Saquon Barkley with a 20-yard burst to the end zone.
Jake Elliott for the extra point. Spotted, kicked up, and it is good. So there is a timeout on the field. 20. Now that's a penalty flag. Who's it against? If it's against Jacksonville, let's see.
You bring the offense back, and I see Jalen Hurts getting his helmet going back onto the field.
You're going to go down to the 1 and then tush push?
Well, and here's the other thing. Saquon Barkley, not even on the field. He actually went to the locker room when he came off the field after that last play.
Offside, number 52 defense. The offense has elected to attempt a 2-point try. The penalty will be enforced half the distance of the goal. Try for point.
So now we're talking tush push, I do believe.
First penalty of the night on Jacksonville.
From the 1. How is Jacksonville versus the tush push?
I don't know, but they should have had one of their own when Doug wanted to go for it.
Gamewell is in. But I would be very surprised if anybody but number 1 is carrying the ball as they huddle up and now creep forward, and Hurts under center. And now there's another timeout.
They've got some big boys in their trenches too.
Second charge timeout, Jacksonville. 30-second timeout.
Hamilton is 335 or 340 pounds. Ledbetter is 300 plus. They've got some big boys in their trenches.
They do, but it's very, very rare when anybody stops the tush push. You know, I'm watching, it's funny, I'm watching a lot of college football on Saturdays where teams are using the tush push, and they're referring to it as the Eagles tush push.
Yeah, and what's crazy is no one else in the National Football League has decided to use it. It works.
Well, it helps when you have a quarterback who has the leg strength of Jalen Hurts. All right, he lines up. Calcaterra behind him. And they get it. They push, and they shove, and they move the pile, and they're moving them apart.
They're saying no, he didn't make it.
Is that right?
Yeah. Both officials are coming in, waving it off. He didn't make it.
Remember last week in Cincinnati, they didn't give it to him, and then they reran it and said that he did. Are they going to review it?
He was able to actually stick the ball out last week. I don't think he was able to push the ball out this time.
Well, they're both on their respective sides.
I don't know. This might have been good.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying they may have to review
the previous play is under review.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's exactly what happened in Cincinnati.
As it always is in this situation. The ball, it has to be under review.
Let's see what we see when we look at the replay. Here's the rush. Hurts, pushing, shoving, still shoving. He crosses the plane. He's in. He crosses the ball across the plane. He's got it.
If you said he's in,
I say he's in, Mike.
Then he's in.
I see as his arm goes forward, the ball appears to cross the plane.
If you say he's in, then I'm believing you.
Okay. See, this is called mutual respect. He said it was a bad call. I said it was a bad call.
So it's
now I say he's in. I don't know. I watched it again, and I thought on second effort, the arms crossed the plane.
Boy, they're all over him. You see bodies diving across the pile. wrapping it up around his neck.
Point is no good.
Oh, I'm wrong. Well, that could have been one of those that they didn't have enough evidence to reverse. At any rate, they do not get the extra points. But they're still up 16-0. And they actually took 1 point off the board after Jake Elliott converted an extra point. So they took one off the board. Hopefully it won't come back to have any significance in the second half. Eagles have pretty much dominated this game, and the Jaguars have 22 seconds left in the first half. Tank Bigsby is back there, along with Tim Jones. Now again, Eagles always seem to kick off deep and accept them at the 30. When they kick off short to entice a run back and put some seconds away, but no, they go deep again, and it'll come out to the 30. Now, what do you think? You think Doug's going to be throwing?
I do. When he has the speed of Brian Thomas, I think he comes out throwing. Parker Washington.
Well, the Eagles are now...
And I'm wrong. He's going to kneel down and go into the locker room and reset.
And that's what they do. Stay tuned for the Piazza Auto Group halftime show, sponsored by the Piazza Auto Group, with over 35 locations, including Honda, Acura, Mazda, Hyundai, Genesis, Mini, Nissan, Subaru, and Volkswagen. Visit PiazzaAutoGroup.com. There's the end of the first half with the score. The Eagles 16. The Jaguars on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Hey, Eagles fans, this is Eagles All-Pro wide receiver Mike Quick. Phones weren't made to be broken, but life happens. So when you break your phone, Verizon and Philly's got you. Trade in any phone for one of their top brands in any condition. Guaranteed, and get a great deal on one of their best 5G phones with unlimited ultimate. Switch now and save. Available at any Philly area Verizon store.
Hi, it's Merrill. Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spa is here to help you distress after the game. Visit them to restore, relax, or refresh with a much-needed massage or facial for an introductory price starting at just $79.95. They offer an abundance of facial and massage services. Visit any one of their 60 spas in Delaware, South Jersey, and Philadelphia, including the Lehigh Valley. Or go to handandstone.com. Restrictions apply. See spa for details.
Just like our offensive line protects our star quarterback, plumbers protect the health of the nation, and Philadelphia Plumbers Union Local 690 is no different. In hospitals, commercial, industrial, and residential, with the best trained plumbers in the world, you can be sure your project is done on time and on budget, no matter how big or small. So when your business needs to build new or expand existing facilities, you can count on the members of Plumbers Union Local 690. Visit plumbers690.org.
The working families of Laona Labor's District Council of Pennsylvania, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia are proud contributors to all aspects of growth in this great city. The Labor's District Council provides safe, well-trained, productive workers who enable projects to be done on time and under budget. We appreciate our signatory contractors and their commitment to fairness and equality. Laborers, we're building a better future today.
Brought to you by the Laborers District Council Licit Fund.
Driving a turkey? Don't kill it. Bring it. All month long, it's the Jets Giving Sales Event at Dell Toyota. For the Dell Vehicle Exchange Program, get out of your old car or truck and drive home a new vehicle with the same payment you have now, or maybe one that's even less. Dell Toyota is just 8 minutes west of Exton and on Route 30 in Thorndale. If you're worried you're going to pay too much for your next car, you don't know Jack. Se habla español.
Jack, sell them for less.
Birds Jaguars, we'll talk about it tomorrow on the WIP Afternoon Show from 2 to 6.
This is the Piazza Auto Group Halftime Show with Tom Kelly.
Welcome to Piazza Auto Group Halftime halftime show, sponsored by Piazza Premium Automobiles with 15 locations, including Mercedes-Benz, Maserati, Alfa Romeo, BMW, Infiniti, Jaguar, Land Rover, and Porsche. Visit PiazzaPremiumAutomobiles.com. Eagles hosting Doug Peterson, the Jaguars. Eagles leading 16-0 at the half. Jalen Hurts, 13 of 16, 116 yards, and a touchdown through the air. Saquon Barkley, 16 touches, 101 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Big half for him. Grant Calcaterra, 5 catches and 30 yards on the receiving end for the Eagles. Eagles defense playing great right now. Trevor Lawrence, just 4 of 10 for 23 yards passing in the first half. Jaguars as a team, just 16 rushing yards in the first half as well. Some notable scores around the league here. Commanders beat the Giants 27-22. When we get back, we will have LaShawn McCoy being inducted into the Eagles Hall of Fame. That's coming up. I'm Tom Kelly, and this is the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Sticking to the fundamentals and not wavering from the game plan is a great philosophy for football and banking. And for nearly 160 years, the dedicated PNC teams are in formation to help fans receive sound and reliable, personalized financial advice to get them across the goal line. Because as they see it, a win for them is a win for the greater Philadelphia community. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Where will Jalen look this year? Left, right, over the middle? He's a smart guy. He'll be looking for the Deborah Heart and Lung Center Red Zone, and with good reason. Like the Birds, Deborah has raised the bar on cardiac excellence by being named a high-performing hospital by U.S. News and World Report. And our alliance with Cleveland Clinic Heart, Vascular, and Thoracic Institute means that our patients get the highest quality of care that they deserve. After all, when it's your heart, your red zone, you don't take chances. DemandDeborah.org.
I'm Mark Lynch, business manager of IBEW Local Union 98. We are proud to connect with the best NECA Pendle Jersey chapter. Together, NECA and Local 98 do the work that powers our great city. Local 98's 5,500 highly trained members approach every job with integrity and excellence. Our clients can count on superior craftsmanship completed utilizing the latest methods, and we're always ensuring safety on the job. If you want the best for your next project, use the top-notch professionals of IBEW Local Union 98.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food. No matter what you're craving, from 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings, Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
This holiday season, spread some cheer by stopping by Cozy Jewelers for their Black Friday toy drive. From November 23rd through the 30th, save 20% off select in-stock items at Cozy Jewelers when you bring in a new unwrapped toy. Paul Cozy will help you pick out the perfect gift that will make this the most magical holiday ever. Step up to the 5th C. That's color, cut, clarity, carrot, and cozy. Visit Cozy Jewelers in Newtown Square for their Black Friday toy drive, November 23rd through the 30th, or CozyJewelers.com.
We're talking all things Eagles, Jaguars, 10-2 Monday. Hugh Douglas, Joe Giglio, Sports Radio 94 WIP.
You're listening to the Piazza Auto Group Halftime Show on Eagles Radio.
Welcome back to the Piazza Auto Group Halftime Show, sponsored by the Piazza Auto Group with over 35 locations, including Honda, Acura, Mazda, Hyundai, Genesis, Mini, Nissan, Subaru, and Volkswagen. Visit PiazzaAutoGroup.com. I'm Tom Kelly from Eagles Radio Studio.
Man, woo. Eagle fans, what's up? I want to take this time to thank Jesus Christ for making all this possible for me tonight. I want to thank the Eagles front office. I want to thank Mr. Jeffrey Lurie for taking a chance on a kid from Harrisburg, an hour and 30 minutes away. I want to thank Howie Roseman. I want to thank Andy Reid. I want to thank all my teammates for making this thing possible. And I want to take a special time to thank these Eagle fans. Oh yeah. I played for a couple different teams, and I'll tell you this, there ain't no fans in the world like Eagle fans. I want to thank all my family here tonight, my dad, my mom, my son, my daughter, my nephew, my nieces, my cousins, my grandmother. You know, come here tonight, I didn't know what I would say. So much emotion. I'm so honored to be among some great company in the Eagles Hall of Fame. And I'll leave you with this. When I was 5 years old, I started playing football. And I remember as I got older and older and playing, I got better and better. At 10 years old, I said, one day, I'm in the NFL for the Philadelphia Eagles. And not only did I do that, now I'm in the Eagles Hall of Fame. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. Eagles. Can I get that chant one time? Can I get that chant one time? I'ma see y'all in New Orleans.
That's LaShawn McCoy, just inducted into the Eagles Hall of Fame. I'm Tom Kelly from the Eagles radio studios here. Some scores from around the league. Commanders, they beat the Giants earlier, 27-22. Falcons beat the Cowboys, 27-21. Bills, 30. Dolphins, 27. Ravens, 41. Broncos, 10. Panthers, 23. Saints, 22. Chargers, 27. Browns, 10. Bengals, 41. Raiders, 24. Titans, 20. Patriots, 17. The Piazza Auto Group with their over 35 locations, including Honda, Acura, Mazda, Hyundai, Genesis, Mini, Nissan, Subaru, and Volkswagen. Visit PiazzaAutoGroup.com. Merle and Mike will be back with the second half. This is the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Kick off game day the right way this season with Hers, the snack that's rooted in Philly. They've been a hometown favorite for nearly 8 decades and counting. So when you say their first team all flavor, you can taste it. Hers runs a deep roster of unbelievable flavors like zesty, sour cream and onion, sweet and smoky honey barbecue, and slightly spicy jalapeno kettle chips. So next Birds game, you can't help but go for 2. Bags, that is. Hers, rooted in flavor.
Don't you just love the cooler months of fall?
Only until we have to turn the heat on. That old furnace sounds like money falling right out of our pockets. We really need a more efficient HVAC system.
This fall, don't let your money fall faster than the leaves. For a limited time, Carrier is offering up to $2,200 off qualified energy-saving home comfort systems and financing to fit any budget. Visit nopaycarrier.com to find a dealer near you. Carrier, turn to the experts. Financing subject to credit approval.
Kamala Harris is pushing taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners. She admitted it.
Surgery.
For prisoners.
For prisoners. Every transgender inmate in the prison system would have access.
Just listen to what Charlemagne the God had to say.
Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners? Hell no, I don't want my taxpayer dollars going to that.
Kamala even supports letting biological men compete against our girls in their sports. Kamala's pushing her far-left agenda and ignoring our community. While we're struggling to pay our bills, Kamala's giving free health care and free housing to illegals. They're getting our jobs, and they're bringing crime and drugs to our neighborhoods. And what do we get? Nothing but empty promises that lead to empty wallets. Kamala's giving welfare to illegals and paying for sex changes for inmates. Kamala is for they, them. President Trump is for us.
I'm Donald Trump, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Donald J. Trump for President 2024, Inc.
The Birds are grinding down the defense and chipping away at the score. Modern Group is Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey's banded tree care equipment dealer with hand-fed and whole tree chippers, stump grinders, industrial grinders, and shredders in stock and ready to bring power and performance to your team. Score big with banded equipment backed by Modern's all-brand service and support. Visit moderngroup.com for all your equipment needs. Join a winning team. Modern is hiring technicians, signing bonus, great pay benefits, and employee-owned.
Seth Joyner joins us tomorrow at 9 a.m. on 94 WIP.
16-0 Eagles as we begin the third quarter. Jacksonville deferred, so they will receive the football first to begin the second half. Eagles started the scoring. It was set up by a great play by Sidney Brown, separating the punt returner from the ball. And then the Eagles went in on a perfect pass from Hurts to Saquon Barkley. Here is the kickoff, and it's going to be taken back. It is Bigsby running across the 10, 20, 25, and gets basically to the 30. Now there's a penalty flag, and that's going to go back against Jacksonville. Who needs to get hot? Brought to you by Bradford White Water Heaters. How you heat your water matters. So whether it's a tank or tankless model, choose Bradford White. Visit BradfordWhite.com.
This is going to feel like deja vu.
All over again.
First down, Jacksonville.
Now, Devontae Smith had one reception in that first half, but the receivers in total, they had only 3. The receivers need to get hot, Devontae Smith in particular.
Penalty against Jacksonville, half the distance. Now let's go down to Howard.
All right, Merrill, as far as Van Summerlin, he is being evaluated for a concussion. Now, what that means, he's probably not likely to come back in the game. All right, so that's, if anything more, I'll get back up to you.
First and 10. Jacksonville at the 15. Bigsby in the backfield. Handoff goes to Bigsby, and he goes into a pile and gets maybe a couple of yards. Down below us, when they came out, Mike, Barkley was riding the stationary bicycle.
Yeah, he's back on the bike, having a conversation with Shady McCoy, the newest inductee into the Philadelphia Eagles Hall of Fame.
Second down and 5. Jacksonville moving left to right. White uniforms, black stockings, black helmets. On second down, under center is Lawrence. He pitches it out to Bigsby, and he's going to lose a yard or 2.
What a play.
What a great play by Reed Blankenship, knifing in and creating the havoc.
So they've got Blankenship lined up near the line of scrimmage. No, he's all the way back, but he sees this play, and he triggers so quickly to get downhill and get into the backfield to make that stop.
Jacksonville is only 1 for 5 on third down conversions. They have to get across the 27, their own 27. They go to a shotgun. Slot to either side. Lawrence in the gun. Motion from right to left. Back goes Lawrence. He pumps. He's being chased. He's going all the way back to the 5, and he is throwing it away out of bounds. He is throwing it away as he was being hounded by Carter and Sweat.
Yeah, Sweat does a great job here. Now, Carter flushes him out of the pocket, but it's Sweat that's chasing him to the sideline and attacking the throwing arm of the quarterback, Trevor Lawrence.
Boy, the Eagles' defense is really winning this battle at the line of scrimmage.
Motion before he was contacted. It's incomplete pass. There is no intentional grounding. Fourth down.
Logan Cook to punt. Cooper DeJean to return. I know Brenton Covey is feeling better and better, and he will be back, I'm sure, pretty soon. Cook standing inside his 10. He gets it away. It is a high wobbler. Backing up is DeJean, calling for a fair catch and securing it at the 22-yard line. That 3 and Out is sponsored by Modern Group, your trusted supplier across the tri-state area for all your construction, arborist, material handling, and standby power equipment needs. Visit moderngroup.com for more information. Timeout on the field with the score of the Eagles 16. The Jaguars nothing on the Eagles Radio Network presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
There's nothing quite like the Honda Civic Hybrid, Accord Hybrid, and CR-V Hybrid when it comes to exhilarating efficiency. With hybrid technology and thrilling capability, these vehicles deliver an electrifying performance on every drive. But what truly makes these hybrids special is the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. Redefine your driving experience with Honda, KBB.com's best value brand of 2024.
Contact your local Honda dealer today.
Based on 2024 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelly Blue Book, visit kbb.com for more information.
It's football season in Philly, so whether you're at the link or lounging at the house, you gotta have some grub. Well, good news. Popeyes has just the John for any fan of the birds. We're talking wings, baby. So fly to Popeyes Fly and fill up on wings in 7 delicious flavors, including classics like smoky barbecue and signature hot, or new honey lemon pepper and sweet and smoky chipotle. And you can get them with or without bones, that is. So whether you're grabbing 6 for yourself or a tailgate bundle, Popeyes wings are a perfect match for fans who know a thing or two about flying. Participating U.S. restaurant.
Get the lowest costs and high-quality health coverage now through Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. You're worth protecting. Enroll by December 15th at penny.com.
This is Matt Barnes, NBA champ, and I'm thrilled to be a partner of the Urban League to make sure you know the power of your vote. Black men have always led the way, and now it's time to lead our communities to stand up against those who want to silence us. We cannot sit this one out. Please vote.
Paid for by the National Urban League.
Life can be tough, and sometimes it's hard to find someone who will listen. But we want you to know there's always someone you can turn to, day or night. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is completely confidential and here for you 24/7 every day of the year. You don't have to struggle alone. Call 988 and let us help. We're here ready to listen because your life matters. Call or text 988 or chat at 988lifeline.org/chat. A message from New Jersey Human Services.
Save 50% off all window styles and 0 interest for 5 years. Visit windownation.com.
Hey, it's Devontae Smith. Hear me scoring touchdowns all season long, right here on 94 WIP.
First and 10 for the Eagles, moving right to left here in the third quarter, leading 16-0. Ball at their own 22-yard line. The green-clad Eagles, Kelly green-clad Eagles, come to the line of scrimmage. Hurts sets the formation. Slot to the near side. Lone receiver to the far side. Saquon Barkley back in. That's good news. On first down, Jacksonville jumping around on defense. Hurts comes up and says something. He has Barkley to his left, repositions him to his right. Penalty flag is thrown, and let's see about this.
Yeah, you cannot start to get sloppy at this point in the game. And that's what's starting to happen. You mentioned Saquon back, and that's really important and good. But on the flip side of that, A.J. Brown is not. And he's in the locker room, and we'll have to find out what's happening in that situation.
First and 10. Well, he was shaken up on a hard hit late in the first half. Ball back at the 17. On a delay, it goes to Barkley. Slashes off the left side. He's at the 25. He's at the 30. And he picks up 14 yards. Brought down by Devin Lloyd. Well, you back up with 5 yards. All you do is give it to number 26, and he'll take you most of the way home.
Yeah, and he's coming off with a slight limp. So, got to keep an eye on that.
It is second down and 2. Double tight end. Single setback. Gainwell. Hurts under center on second down. He gives it to Gainwell, and he slashes forward and has the first down. He picks it up, down to Howard.
All right, A.J. Brown has a injury to his knee, and I think it was his right knee when he came off earlier, and he is questionable to return. But either way, that's obviously not good news. I'll update you if I get any more. Back up to you.
First down brought to you by Roto-Rooter. Move the chains, unclog the drain, relieve plumbing to the pros at Roto-Rooter. Oh, he's short. So it's sneak time again. Tush push. And this time, Hurts picks it up himself by just diving forward. He'll pick it up. Didn't go with the tush push. He took the snap and then veered to his left, and that will move the chains.
He took the snap, and he went around the left end, and he got a couple of blockers out in front of him, and he just gets enough. Kenny Gainwell gets a block for him coming around the left side.
Mike, you will remember A.J. Brown missed several weeks right before the bye with a hamstring. We'll see. 1st and 10. Eagles with the ball at the 32. Gainwell stays in. 2 receivers stacked to the near side. Now Devontae Smith in motion. Back comes Hurts. He fakes. He's looking. He backs up. He is looking for Jahan Dotson, who juggles it and comes down with the football. Dotson all the way down at the 30. What a great play. Jahan Dotson with his biggest play as an Eagle.
No question about it. This ball is juggled, but somehow he hangs on to it. A big, big play by Jahan Dotson over Tyson Campbell, the cornerback. He just jumps up over him, and he takes the ball away from him.
It is 1st and 10 outside the 30. That was 36 yards on 1st down. Hurts comes back to Gainwell, and Gainwell moves the pile for about 4 yards. Trayvon Walker makes the stop. Dotson is an underutilized player on this team, Mike. He's got a lot of speed and a lot of ability.
Yes, he does. He has all of that.
He was a first-round draft choice coming out of Penn State by the Commanders. Calcaterra and Stoll, double tight ends. 2nd down and 7. Ball inside the Jaguars 30. Have to get to the 22 for 1st down. Empty backfield. 2 receivers stacked to the near side. Slot to the far side. Hurts by his lonesome is back. He sets up. He steps up. He starts to dash out to the right side of the field. He's going to turn the corner. He's going to run. And he picks up a 1st down. No, they say he steps out a yard short. He was very close, and there's a penalty flag downfield. That could be defensive holding.
Yeah, I think it happened early in the down, and I'm pretty sure you're exactly right. It was early in the down on the left side is where the flag came out.
So if do you take the penalty or you take the 9-yard gain? Do you want 1st and 5 or 2nd and 1? Where that ball is.
Holding. Number 51, defense. The penalty will be enforced 5 yards from the end of the run.
Oh, from the end of the run. Okay, so it is a 1st down. So it's enforced from the end of the run. So there's no either or. First and 10. Football at the Jaguars.
Penalties on number 59.
Okay with me. Ball's at the 18. Doesn't really matter. Johnny Wilson's in the game. Hurts in an empty backfield. 1st and 10 at the 18. Hurts with motion by Gainwell. Hurts this time, fakes it, keeps it. He's at the 10, he's at the 5. Touchdown! Leaping Jalen Hurts. And a penalty flag thrown. There was a penalty flag thrown at the goal line. I don't know what this is, but Hurts was in the end zone.
Hey, what? He does a nice job here of following Big Fred Johnson to the end zone. Now, Fred's slow to get up, but this is an escort that Jalen Hurts really takes advantage of, stays right behind Fred Johnson, and gets into the end zone. Big Fred, I would follow him anywhere.
Well, he ended up in the end zone, but where is the flag and what is it for?
And
where's Fred's helmet?
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 5 in the defense. That penalty will be enforced. Half the distance to go on the try.
So the touchdown counts by Jalen Hurts.
Fred finally found his helmet.
That is Jalen Hurts' 8th touchdown of the season. There were people who said going into the season, I'm not sure he can run like he did in 2022.
Well, that looked like he could run like the old Jalen.
It sure did. It sure did. Fred Johnson is back in.
Injury timeout.
Now he's over near the sideline. So we'll see. 9:25 remaining in the third quarter. The Eagles are up 22-0. Now let's go down to Howard.
All right, Merle. Fred Johnson was coming off the field, and he was struggling, and Nick Sirianni motioned to him to stop. He went down. He couldn't get off the field on his own. He went down. So I will update you on the injury. He looked like he was holding his knee, but I'm not quite sure. But he had problems getting off the field.
He's walking just fine. I think he lost his helmet in that touchdown and couldn't find it for a long, long time. And I think it must be something more related to the helmet and the head than the body. He's walking just fine.
All right, the Eagles are going for 2. And Barkley is back in the game. They go with a tush push. No, they're going to hold things up again. Now let's see. That touchdown brought to you by our Delaware Valley Honda dealers. Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today.
There is no foul for the delay game. The play clock should have been reset to 25 seconds.
Well, you heard it. Jack Driscoll is the left tackle. Football spotted at the 1. Now, they tried the tush push at the end of the first half, and the ruling was that they didn't make it. Let's see what they do right here. Again, they're in the same formation going for 2. Hurts under center. Hurts in a long count. They push and they shove, and we have not been told yet.
They're waving it off again.
Do they review it again?
They can review it, but once again, he was stopped. They got no movement on that defensive front.
I don't remember the Eagles ever being stopped twice on the tush push in any game.
Well, I can tell you this. Other teams are going to be calling Jacksonville because they've been able to do it twice.
There's a timeout on the field with the score of the Eagles 22, the Jaguars nothing, on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. On 94 WIP.
Know what's below, because even minor excavation projects like installing a mailbox, building a patio, or putting up a fence can do major damage. Contact 811 before you dig, or visit pa1call.org to submit a locate request to have underground utilities marked.
Dear Spotlight, Toyota has more all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles than any other brand. Find your perfect ride, and you'll shine bright day or night. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, Eagles fans, this is Merrill Reese. Phones weren't made to be broken, but life happens. So when you break your phone, Verizon in Philly's got you. Trade in any phone from one of their top brands in any condition, guaranteed, and get a great deal on one of their best 5G phones with unlimited ultimate. Switch now and save. Available at a Philly area Verizon store.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $200 in bonus bets when they bet $5. And even better, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, and player props.
There you have it. Bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bet. And see why. It's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Pennsylvania. Terms and conditions apply.
Miss Jill Scott here, partnering with Pico, the team that powers what matters to my hometown and yours. They're connected to our communities because they live, work, and play here too. You can find Pico volunteering in our neighborhoods, embracing clean energy, partnering with local nonprofits like mine, and working around the clock to make sure the lights are on and the natural gas is flowing. And through it all, they're here to make sure we're all shining together. Learn more at pico.com/shine.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia. Powered by the Tasty Cake Studios and Odyssey Station.
Talking Eagles, Jaguars tomorrow morning. Joe DeCamara, John Ritchie, WIP.
9:25 remaining here in the third quarter. Eagles now lead 22-0. Strange game where they've twice gone for the 2-point extra point, tried the tush push, and twice the tush was there but not the push. So it is 22-0. Eagles.
I thought that play was just unstoppable.
It had been in the past. Jacksonville, of all people, has figured out how to stop it. Here is the kickoff again. It is high, and it is coming down to Bigsby at the goal line. Out he comes to the 5, 10, 15, 20. Out to the outside. He's across the 30, and he's up almost to the 40, where Nolan Smith makes the tackle. Here's Tom Kelly with an NFL update.
Thank you, Merle. Cowboys drop another one. They lost the Falcons in Atlanta 27-21. Dallas now 3-5. The Philadelphia Eagles and Dietz and Watson want to honor Eagles fans serving in the United States military as a hometown hero. Visit PhiladelphiaEagles.com/hometown hero for details.
Good run back all the way out to the 38. Maybe that's why they generally kick off out of the end zone. Travis Etienne back at the game. 1st and 10 Jaguars at their own 38. On first down, play action. The pass is incomplete. The pass was thrown for Jones by Lawrence, and he just misfired. Just missed him on an easy curling.
Yep, he's got Tim Jones on a slant, and you're right, it's a very easy throw to make for an NFL quarterback. He just misses Jones.
It is 2nd and 10. Ball remains at the 39. In the gun, Trevor Lawrence. Slot to the near side. Lone receiver to the far side. Lawrence, this time backpedals, hands it off on the delay, and racing forward and picking up the first down is Travis Etienne. That was a big play for them, and they haven't had many of them.
It's their most productive play of the ball game. It's a little draw to Etienne, and when he gets it, there's a big opening in the middle of the Eagles defense.
And they're in Eagles territory, finally. Lawrence in the gun again with Etienne to his right. It's tight formation. He swings it out to Ingram, and Ingram picks up about a yard. That's it. And he's tripped up, and he's spilled by Zach Bourne.
Yeah, Bourne makes the play, but I can tell you this. Cooper DeJean blows this play up. They send 2 blockers out in front, and Cooper DeJean just takes both of them out, and then Bourne has a free run to make the stop.
It is 2nd down and 8. Bigsby back in. Ball at the Eagles 44. Back goes Lawrence. He loads up. He lets it fly. He completes it for a first down. This time it goes to Austin Trammell down at the 25-yard line on an 18-yard pickup. Finally, the Jaguars have come to life.
Yeah, they've had their 2 biggest plays offensively on this drive.
1st and 10. The ball at the 25. This time they give it to Bigsby, and he is thrown for a 2-yard loss. He's tackled by Zach Bourne. You know what? Zach Bourne is putting together the kind of game that could make him NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
Yeah.
He is. The things he's done, the tackles for loss, the tackles, the interception, the sack, the breakup of a pass to start the game. It is 2nd down and 12 for the Jaguars. They are at the 27-yard line. Dearness Johnson is in at running back for the first time. Back goes Trevor Lawrence. He's being chased. He's rolling, and he throws the football away. Got to the sideline and just threw it out of bounds.
Yeah, he's getting chased. He's got Brandon Graham and Nolan Smith, and both these guys are putting a lot of heat on him.
3rd down and 12.
But he's flushed out of the pocket early by Moro Jomo.
They've got to get to the 15-yard line for a first down. They are 1 for 6 on third down conversions.
They haven't blitzed a lot today. Let's see if Vic Fangio dials up pressure this time. They've been getting pressure with just their front four.
Lawrence lines them up. Back again goes Trevor Lawrence. He lets it fly, and it is caught, but short of a first down, I believe. Now they're saying it's a first down. I don't know.
He catches it right on the mark, right on the line to gain.
The 15. So it is 1st and 10. Parker Washington that time.
And Fangio chose not to, again, just rushing the front four.
1st and 10 at the 15. Jaguars threatening. This time it is a running play to Dearness Johnson, who runs in. Now they're going to stop things.
He throws the flag. Nick Sirianni throws the challenge flag because he wanted to challenge that last play. But I thought the ball had been snapped before he actually got the flag out of his hand. But he did throw the challenge. Now the official downfield, he runs up to alert the other official.
The challenge flag was thrown. Philadelphia is challenging, ruling on the first down.
See, Mike, when I called it, I thought the ball, when he came down, I didn't think the ball had actually reached the yard line. I thought it was a little bit short. You'll see again, I may be wrong, but that was my initial feeling, that he was a few feet short. There's a timeout on the field with the score. The Eagles 22, the Jaguars nothing. On the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865. On 94 WIP. As a bank, PNC prides themselves on being boring. But the truth is, they couldn't be more excited to serve the dynamic greater Philadelphia community. For nearly 160 years, they've quietly toiled away to deliver brilliant results for their equally brilliant clients. PNC has dedicated teams throughout the local area, all ready to do the boring work to help you unlock your own brilliance. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association member FDIC.
What's on the menu for football season? Pork, of course. Get ready for game day with Hatfield and put some pork on your fork. Elevate your kickoff cuisine and halftime feast with Hatfield's winning lineup of marinated pork tenderloins, pork loin fillets, ground pork and sausage, bacon and ham. Whether you're the tailgate king or gridiron gourmet, Hatfield helps you savor the taste of victory. Visit simplyhatfield.com for play-by-play menu inspiration. Find your flavor with Hatfield.
Piazza Premium Automobiles is proud to serve as the halftime sponsor of the Eagles Radio Network. As the team drives for another win, experience ultimate luxury in a newer certified pre-owned vehicle from Piazza Premium Automobiles with exclusive brands like Land Rover, Jaguar, Porsche, BMW, Infiniti, Alfa Romeo, Maserati, and Mercedes-Benz. You're sure to elevate your drive. To find the Pennsylvania, Delaware, or New Jersey location nearest you, visit PiazzaPremiumAutos.com.
Birds fans, are you ready for the game? Just like a winning team needs a solid foundation, so does your home. That's why you need Groundworks in your playbook. Philadelphia's experts in basement waterproofing, foundations, and crawl space repair. Groundworks' team of dedicated professionals is here to tackle all challenges. Whether it's water in the basement, sagging floors, smells in your crawl space, or sticky windows and doors. Groundworks is here to protect your home for every game day and beyond. Book your free inspection today at groundworks.com.
Talking to Donovan McNabb tomorrow, 4 o'clock on the afternoon show with Ike, Spike, and Fritz.
The play stands. It is a first down at the 15-yard line. He actually went down, and he was short. But before the Eagles touched him, he had rolled and just penetrated the 15-yard line. So it is a first down. 1st and 10 Jaguars at the Eagles 15. Dearness Johnson stays in the backfield. Motion, Evan Ingram from right to left. Lawrence goes back. He's looking, pumping, firing, complete to Ingram, and he's got a first down at the 2-yard line. Gardner Johnson makes the head. But the Jaguars, with their best, not only their best, their only drive of any substance in this game. So they have a 1st and goal at the 2 with 6:20 remaining in the third quarter. Eagles up 22-0, but the Jaguars trying to avert the shutout right here. And on first down, the handoff goes inside and they don't get in. The handoff goes inside and it goes to Johnson, and he does not get in.
He ends up losing the ball at the end of that play, and the ball ends up going back a couple of yards, but I'm not sure if they're going to mark it where he initially went down or where it was backed up to.
Their right tackle, Anton Harrison, is hurt. Appears to have a leg injury.
Ruling on the field is running back was down by contact. Second down.
It is. And their right tackle, now they already traded their left tackle last week. This is their right tackle, Anton Harrison. Timeout on the field with the score, 22-0 Eagles on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
PDQ POS is the MVP in point-of-sale solutions. Easy to use with the best support in the industry, and it doesn't take a bite out of your sales with costly fees. It's the choice of all concept food service businesses across the country. PDQ POS is real-time analytics with insights to elevate your team and your play calling. PDQ POS has been rated the #1 point of sale by restaurant owners for more than 35 years, so don't wait. Make the switch to PDQ POS today. Visit PDQPOS.com.
Pennsylvanians are creating their own soundtrack thanks to PA Lottery Scratch-Off's Excitement's back. Pennies, nickels, dimes, or quarters, no matter your choice, scratching's always in order. With big top prizes and second chance drawings, thrills await. They're out there calling. If it's excitement you seek and you're looking for action, play the PA Lottery. And keep on scratching. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Benefits, HR, hiring, payroll, it's so complicated. But it doesn't have to be. Hi, I'm Joe Carfagno from Clear Employer Services. I work with small businesses that expertly handle all your HR needs. Do you feel like you're always interviewing new talent? At Clear Employer Services, we have the secret to retaining talent for you. Don't watch your good employees walk out the door. Talk with me directly about keeping your employees happy. Go to hruncomplicated.com so you can go back to running your business.
Preferred vendor of Independence Blue Cross. Visit hruncomplicated.com.
Hey, it's Joe DeCamera. This time of the year isn't just football season. It's not just the holiday season. It's the tire season. The best season of the year. And the best place to take your car is United Tire and Service. That's right. It's not just tire. It's United Tire and Service. They have it all. From new tires to full inspections and more. And you know, if you take care of your car, it'll take care of you. We'll take care of it at United Tire. For the best prices of the year, find the nearest locally owned United Tire by going to UnitedTire.com. Don't drive alone. Drive United.
This is Brandon Graham. Eagles football plays here. 94 WIP.
Anton Harrison was replaced by Cole Van Lannen at right tackle. Tank Bigsby comes in, and Dearness Johnson comes out, and the Jaguars have the 2nd and goal from the 1. They ruled he was stopped. The contact, down on contact at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal. Jaguars trying to put some points on the board. They're down 22-0. They line up with 2 tight ends, Brenton Strange and Luke Farrell. Tank Bigsby is in at running back. He's their power back. This time it is a sneak, and it is a touchdown. It is a touchdown as Trevor Lawrence goes in on a 1-yard quarterback sneak.
Yeah, they didn't waste any time. Just snap it to the quarterback, and he's a big guy, and he just gets right behind the center.
And they're going to go for 2. They're going to go for 2. Something the Eagles have tried and failed at several times in this game. It's 22-6. Oh, can the Eagles keep this at 6, or is it going to be 8? Lawrence with Bigsby in the game. Now ETN comes back in. Lawrence goes back. He looks, he fires, and it is complete to Ingram. They are to Brian Thomas this time for the 2-point conversion. Brian Thomas catches it 8 yards deep in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And so it is suddenly a 22-8 game.
Yeah, and they make it look easy. They run a bunch set on the outside, Merrill, and the Eagles choose to go man coverage against that bunch. And it's just easy to lose guys man coverage in that type of formation.
Well, it is not a close game yet, but there's a lot of time left. And you cannot sit on this lead. The 2025 Eagles Autism Challenge will be on May 17th. Join the entire Eagles organization as we look to make a transformational difference in that autism community. Register today at eaglesautismchallenge.org. Mike, I have to tell you, that drive by Trevor Lawrence, who was just held in check all game, looked all too easy.
Yeah, they got a big run early in the drive, and then he gets a big pass about 2 plays later, and that sets them up. But until that point, they really hadn't generated much offense, but it was that run that got that offense started.
So it'll be Cam Little kicking off, the deep men for the Eagles. Shipley and Gainwell.
Now, offensively, the Eagles need to just answer.
Yeah, and take some seconds off the clock. Get back into that ball control. Here is the kickoff. It is a line drive, and it is taken by Shipley and 2 yards deep, and he takes the knee. So the Eagles will have a 1st and 10 at the 30, and let's see if they can get it going. The last thing they want is a 1, 2, 3 and out, and give Lawrence some confidence back on the field. Fred Johnson
is back out there. Yep.
That's good news. 1st and 10. Concerned about the fact that A.J. Brown is out of the lineup.
Still wanting to see more Devontae Smith in the offense.
Saquon Barkley back in. Hurts on 1st down with Barkley to his right. Slot to either side. On 1st down, Hurts comes back. He gives it off to Barkley. Barkley crawls along the ground, fumbles the football, and it's recovered. Now, was it fumbled while he was down? The Jaguars pick it up. They're running down the field, and in for the touchdown goes Trayvon Walker.
Now, there's a reason for concern.
Yes.
Now there's a reason for concern.
Now, was he down? Was the knee down, the elbow down? I don't think it's a fumble. He wasn't touched. He wasn't, unless he was touched. The ball was free when he hit the ground. But was he
on the field, it's a fumble, recovered by the defense and advanced for a touchdown.
The question is, was he touched first, and then when he went down, did the ground cause the fumble?
That is the question. But
that's what I'd like to see again. Was he clean when he went down?
Did he just stumble, or was he tripped down?
I think he was touched.
I think you're right.
I think he was touched, and then the ball came loose when he hit the ground. He's touched right there on the foot.
Yeah, Miller, the backer, tripped him up, and that's when he goes down.
And the elbow hits
the
first. The elbow hits first. I don't think that is a fumble. I think this is coming back. Yes, the ground could cause a fumble if you're not touched, but I think he was tripped up.
On the field is confirmed. Touchdown.
Wow. And there's nothing the Eagles can do about it because all scoring plays are reviewed by the officials, by the replay.
Now there's cause for concern. This is a 1-score game.
Yep. This just got serious. Mike, I thought he was touched, and then his elbow hit the ground.
I thought he was tripped as well.
I'm not sure they got that right. At any rate, the Jaguars are going for a 2-point conversion, and if they score, it is suddenly a 6-point game. Right now, the Eagles are up 22-14. Dearness Johnson in the backfield. Back goes Lawrence. He pumps, he fires, and it is complete to Ingram for a 2-point conversion. And folks, this just turned serious.
Yeah, this just got real serious. And Jacksonville continued to lose people. Another big man down, unable to get up. Another of their offensive linemen.
Cooper Hodges. And you know what? Lawrence made both 2-point conversions look academic. It wasn't close. And the Eagles tried both of theirs from the 1 yard line on the tush push and failed. Now you start to think about this, Mike. You add 2 more points if they had just taken the 1 point on the conversion. And then there was a 4th down gamble that they made where they could have had an automatic field goal. So we're talking about basically 5 points that they left in their pocket. And this is suddenly a game. And it would be a devastating game to lose when you're up 22-0 and all is right with the world. Still not sure about that Barkley fumble, but now they're bringing out a truck. They're bringing out the trailer for one of the Jaguars.
Yeah, it's for Hodges, the offensive lineman, still down, and he's going to have to get assistance just to get up.
This next drive, we have a 6-point game. This next drive for the Eagles is, I hate to overuse terms like crucial and critical, so let's just say it is extremely important because we have 5 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and the Eagles are suddenly up by 6. They were up by 22 a couple of blinks ago. But 1, a big drive by the Jaguars, and 2, a fumble by Barkley with a scoop and score by the Jaguars. All the Jaguars are coming out. Apparently, this is a serious injury. They're going to lift him onto the truck. Jaguars are all on the field. Eagles are standing quietly on the sideline, and I don't know what they're thinking. But right now, they've got some very, very serious business ahead. (22-16). 2 touchdowns. A sneak by Lawrence, a scoop and score. And suddenly the Eagles are up 22-16. Travon Walker scored. And you know, when he took off at first, Mike, I was not overly concerned because it looked to me like the ground had caused the fumble and that Barkley had, as required, been touched. But the officials didn't see it that way. And you know what? They made that decision very, very quickly.
Yeah.
It wasn't a lot of reviewing and reviewing and reviewing. They just quickly made that decision. So the Jaguars have had a lot of problems this season. Injuries have really hurt them. And then last week they traded. Of course, this is on them. They traded their left tackle, figuring they're 2-6 and going nowhere.
Well, and they had an offensive lineman go out earlier in the game, and now Hodges, the second one, going out. We know he's not returning. They put that little air boot on his leg.
And he gets a polite round of applause from the Eagles fans, and he waves thank you as he goes into the tunnel. 5:12 remaining. And now the Jaguars come running onto the field. And you can see the enthusiasm is back among the Jaguars, who were getting shellacked. But it's a game again. It is a game again. As Gainwell and Shipley go back. The Jaguars, by the way, are with the third string left guard. But that's not the concern right now. The concern is the Eagles offense and the Jaguars defense. Let's see if the Eagles can respond. Here's the kickoff. It is high and it is deep, and it will go out of the end zone or be caught, and then kneeling down is Kenneth Gainwell. So, the Eagles about to start a very, very big drive. And they're starting this drive without A.J. Brown.
Yeah, and you've got to Jacksonville Jaguar team that now has life. They have energy. And that score,
you see it.
Back-to-back score, it puts win in your cell.
And there's almost a quarter and a half left. This isn't a late fourth quarter rally. So it is 1st and 10 for the Birds. Hurts lines them up at the 30. He's bracketed on either side. Slot to the far side. Motion Devontae Smith. Handoff goes to Barkley. And Barkley pulls forward for only 2 yards. But you know, generally, if a player fumbles, the quarterback will come right back to him on the next play to give him the good feeling again.
Yeah, that's good play calling to make sure that you come right back to him. I'm watching this secondary of Jacksonville playing man coverage. The Eagles are checking to see when they have Devontae go on that little motion, checking to see exactly what they're doing on the back end.
Hurts in the gun, slot to the far side, lone receiver to the near side. Hurts back. Hurts steps up, lets it fly. It is incomplete and intercepted. It is intercepted by Cisco, and Cisco comes down at the 30-yard line. So here are the Eagles, who for 3 straight weeks did not have a turnover. Suddenly, a fumble and an interception is haunting them. Now, it may not be an interception. We'll take a look at it.
And this is one that just gets away from Jalen Hurts, and it is
incomplete. It is not an interception. It is not an interception. The officials got it wrong.
But it's a really good play call, and you've got Devontae Smith, if he just can put it on him.
The pass hit the ground, incomplete pass. It's 3rd down.
Oh, boy, that is a big break right here. However, they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Please reset the game clock to 4:34.
3rd down and 8, and do they get a break right there?
Such a well-designed play, too, and Jalen just needed to put it on Devontae. It just overshoots him.
3rd and 8. Slot to the far side, slot to the near side. Barkley to the left of Hurts. They have to get to the 40. Now he's at the right. Devontae Smith in motion. Hurts into a long count. The Jaguars will be coming. Hurts is back. Here comes the rush. He steps forward. He's going to run. He's going to pick up a 1st down and more. He comes to midfield, and he runs out of bounds at the Jaguars' 47-yard line. What a great play by Hurts. Yeah. And you saw the running ability there.
What a really good decision, recognizing that they're playing man coverage on the back end and there's no one accounting for the quarterback. That's when you're able to burn them for a 21-yard pickup.
That's big. That's really, really big. They have the ball at the 48 of the Jaguars.
And all that pre-snap motion is just to figure out what they're doing. Are they going to play man? Okay, it's man. Let me go.
1st and 10. Ball in Jaguar territory. Just Barkley to the right of Hurts. Make that the left as he switches. Can they get the running game going again? The give goes to Barkley, off right tackle, and he slashes for about 4. That's it. When in doubt, get back to that running game. Eric Armstead made the stop, but he picked up about 3.5.
Yeah, really good movement by the offensive line. Armstead just gets off of Lane Johnson's block and makes the stop.
They go to a pistol formation with trips left. 2nd down and 7.5. Eagles lead 22-16. Hurts in the gun. Hurts. Back to Barkley. He slashes. He has another 1st down across the 35, down at the 33. Alonican makes the stop, but 10 more yards for Saquon Barkley. And that's how this team works best. When you wear down the defense and pound away. 1st and 10. Hurts again in the gun. Barkley with 93 yards rushing. He takes the handoff and loses a tackle. He's at the 25, and let's see, they say he steps out of bounds at the 26. Chased out by Ventrell Miller. That was within a stretch of being a big loss, Mike.
Yeah, it was. And Saquon a little bit worn. You can see at the end of that run that the legs are getting heavy now. But a really nice job of getting out of harm's way, getting up to close to a 1st down.
19 carries, 102 yards. Now Gainwell comes in. It is 2nd down and 2. 2nd and 2. Are the Jaguars worn out? We'll see here as Gainwell. No, it's a fake. and then Hurts tries to get it out to Devontae Smith on the near side. He faked at the game well, and the ball went wide.
The two are just not on the same page.
No, they weren't. So it is 3rd down and 2.
Saquon Barkley is now going over 1,000 yards from scrimmage. And the only other person to do that in 8 games, 8 touchdowns and going over 1,000 yards in 8 games, there's only one other person that's done that in the Eagles uniform, Shady McCoy.
Hurts bracketed on both sides. Barkley to his right. Motion to the far side. Hurts gives it off inside, pushing and shoving and picking up the first down as Barkley, I believe. We'll see about the mark. I thought he backed forward. At first I thought he was stopped, and then I thought he backed forward for it. If he didn't make it, is it going to be push-tush?
It's right on the line to gain if they get the proper spot.
They don't, or didn't. And can the push-tush, which has failed 2 straight times for extra points, work this time, or do they go to it? No.
Or do you try and get them off sides and get 3 points?
Hurts gets up under center. Hurts fakes. He rolls. He is rolling. He is looking. He stops. He's coming back the other way. He's still looking. He is firing it, and it is incomplete. 4th and 1, and they did not pick it up. They had 3rd and 2 and 4th and 1 and did not pick it up, and the Eagles are in trouble.
So many misfires in this football game. You know, he's rolling out. If he gets it out of his hands right now, there's a chance that his tight end gets the first down. Once he starts to get to the outside and outside the numbers, there's just no play to be had.
1:15 remaining in the third quarter. 1:15 remaining in the third quarter. It is Eagles 22. Jaguars have scored 16 straight points. And the Eagles have just been shut down on 3rd and 4th and short. Bigsby, the single setback on 1st down. It goes to Bigsby, and he's piled and driven down after a pickup of 2. But Lawrence is now throwing with more authority than he has in the entire game. Blankenship on that tackle. It is going to be 2nd down and 7. We kidded about the fact that in the first half there was no drama, that the Jaguars did whatever the Eagles wanted them to do, but there's some drama here.
Yeah, and if they don't get to Trevor Lawrence, he's starting to feel it. He's starting to get into a rhythm throwing the football, and the only way to calm that down is to get bodies in his face.
It is 2nd down and 7. In the gun. Lawrence, this time, goes with a quick pitch to the outside, and getting tackled is Dearness Johnson. He is short of a first down. Nolan Smith came up from the spot on the left side to make the stop, but there were 6 yards gained, and now the Jaguars have a 3rd down and 1. And you know Doug Peterson's going 4 downs. Doug Peterson's going 4 down territory right here. And Trevor Lawrence looks over.
Misdirections, and they're able to outflank the Eagles.
This is the end of the third quarter.
It is, with the score, the Eagles 22, the Jaguars 16 on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Eagles fans, Merrill Reese here to talk about my friends at NovaCare Rehabilitation. Are you dealing with ongoing aches and pains? The physical therapist at NovaCare will help keep you active and doing the things you love. They have more than 200 convenient locations throughout the Delaware Valley and South Jersey. Visit NovaCare.com to schedule an appointment today. NovaCare is the official physical therapy provider to the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles trust NovaCare, so can you. Experience the power of physical therapy.
We're all quarterbacks of our financial future, and we have to be boldly committed to the process. It begins with a game plan, preparing yourself for success on and off the field. Not just thinking about short-term wins, but long-term goals. And the best part about winning is winning as one. Build your tomorrow with Lincoln Financial.
Lincoln Financial is the marketing name for Lincoln National Corporation and affiliates, copyright 2024. Lincoln Financial is a sponsor of Jalen Hurts, who has received compensation.
Hi, this is Merrill Reese. My wife Cindy and I had a new roof installed by Impriano Roofing, Siding, and Windows, and we're delighted. When it comes to your roof, good planning is essential. Jack Impriano and his 4 sons are a true family business, serving our area for over 5 decades, using only the best CertainTeed products. If you need a new roof, call Jack Impriano Roofing. Online at impriano.com. It's good to hire Jack and his team. Remember, the best homes have an Impriano roof.
This football season, get in the game at Acme. Buy participating products and receive touchdown tokens to redeem for entries into the Swoop In and Win sweepstakes. You could win 2025 Eagles season tickets or autographed Eagles merch and more. Acme, the official supermarket of the Philadelphia Eagles. This week at Acme, don't miss the football items of the week. Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, Mountain Dew, or Bubbly for $3.99 each when you buy 5. Or Butterball Original or White Turkey Burgers for $9.99. Stop in and discover why football is better at Acme, your tailgating headquarters.
Talking Eagles Jags tomorrow on the WIP Morning Show. Joe DeCamera and John Ritchie.
We are now entering the RAV fourth quarter, presented by Toyota, official automotive partner of the NFL. Toyota, let's go places. Tonight's stats presented to you exclusively by PNC Bank. PNC, brilliantly boring since 1865.
Saquon Barkley, 20 carries for 102 yards. Jalen Hurts, 14 of 20 passing, 152 and a touchdown. 9 carries for Hurts for 71 yards and a touchdown.
Now keep in mind, Eagles lead by 6 points. Twice they went for the 2-point conversions and failed. And once they turned away a chance at a relatively easy field goal and went for it and failed again on 4th down. It is 3rd and 1 for the Jaguars at their own 34. Play action. Trevor Lawrence goes back. He fires, and it is caught for a first down by Tim Jones out across the 40. So the Jaguars are on the move again. They trail by 6 points just into the 4th quarter.
A little play action, Merrill, and some crossing routes, and they couldn't get the short one, but they got one a little bit deeper.
1st and 10 in the gun. Lawrence, Bigsby to his left on 1st down. The give goes to Bigsby, and he pushes and shoves his way for about a 3-yard gain before Josh Sweat makes the stop. The Jaguars are revived. They are energized.
Yeah, they are, and the Eagles are going to have to do something about it because now they feel like they can win this game. Jacksonville does.
And this crowd is quiet. This crowd is worried, understandably. It is 2nd down and 8 for the Jaguars. Under center. This time is Lawrence. Bigsby, the single setback. Motion from right to left. This time, play action. The pass is dumped off, but breaking a tackle and moving forward is Luke Farrell, the tight end. He should have been stopped at the line of scrimmage, and he broke a tackle and moved close to the stick.
Yeah, Brandon Graham read this thing perfectly, Merrill, but he launches and doesn't wrap up, and the tight end then gets away, Luke Farrell, and getting close to another first down for Jacksonville.
Zach Bourne saved the first down. It is 3rd and 3. As important a 3rd down as you can get. Lawrence lines them up. Bigsby goes in motion. Empty backfield. Lawrence stamps his foot. Lawrence back. Lawrence looking. He is looping it, and it is incomplete. Incomplete, intended for Parker Washington. And now it is 4th and 3. And are they going to punt? They are. They are not going to go for it right here, and the reason is clear. They are back in this game, and they believe they can get another opportunity on offense.
And you see the feet of Trevor Lawrence because of the pressure that he's getting. He could never set his feet and really pinpoint that pass to Parker Washington, and it sails over Washington just slightly.
Now watch out. This Logan Cook has been known to do some things. Here he is. He's going to actually punt it. It's end over end. Backing up is DeJean. Calls for a fair catch at the 10-yard line. So the Eagles are 90 yards away from making you feel a lot better. It's time out on the field with the score. Eagles 22, Jacksonville 16 on the Eagles Radio Network. Presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865. on 94 WIP.
Hey, Eagles fans, this is Merrill Reese. Phones weren't made to be broken, but life happens. So when you break your phone, Verizon in Philly's got you. Trade in any phone from one of their top brands in any condition, guaranteed, and get a great deal on one of their best 5G phones with unlimited ultimate. Switch now and save. Available at a Philly area Verizon store. Hi, it's Merrill. Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spa is here to help you distress after the game. Visit them to restore, relax, or refresh with a much-needed massage or facial for an introductory price starting at just $79.95. They offer an abundance of facial and massage services. Visit any one of their 60 spas in Delaware, South Jersey, and Philadelphia, including the Lehigh Valley, or go to handandstone.com. Restrictions apply. See spa for details.
We are all quarterbacks of our financial future, and we have to be boldly committed to the process. It begins with a game plan, preparing yourself for success on and off the field. Not just thinking about short-term wins, but long-term goals. And the best part about winning is winning as one. Build your tomorrow with Lincoln Financial.
Lincoln Financial is the marketing name for Lincoln National Corporation and affiliates, copyright 2024. Lincoln Financial is a sponsor of Jalen Hurts, who has received compensation.
Driving a turkey? Don't kill it. Bring it. All month long, it's the Jacks Giving Sales Event at Dell Chevrolet. With a Dell Vehicle Exchange Program, get out of your old car or truck and drive home a new vehicle with the same payment you have now, or maybe one that's even less. Dell Chevy is located on Route 30 in Paoli. Online at DellChevrolet.com. If you're worried you're going to pay too much for your next car, you don't know Jack. Se habla español.
Jack, sell them for less. Breaking down this Eagles-Jags game tomorrow on the afternoon show, 2 to 6, right here on 94 WIP.
First and 10 Eagles at their own 9, down to Howard.
All right, Merle, if the Eagles are going to score more points, they're going to have to do it without A.J. Brown. He's out of the game with a knee injury. Back up to you.
That is not good news.
Not good news at all, especially when you look at how they're backed up and you know that the quarterback really relies on him. That's his comfort guy.
First and 10 at the 9. Barkley. Behind Hurts, who's under center. On first down, it goes to Barkley. Barkley across the 15, the 20, 25, 30. Almost broken. He almost broke it, ladies and gentlemen. He was just tripped up by Cisco from behind, but that's a 21-yard bolt.
What a burst through the offensive line and excellent blocking. You see the center, Cam Jurgens comes over the formation, but that right side, Mekhi Becton, Lane Johnson, great blocking.
First and 10 Eagles, ball at their own 30. Barkley has 123 yards rushing. Under center again is Hurts. First down, back to Barkley again, but this time they are all over him after 2 measly yards. It'll be second down and 8. Ventrell Miller makes the stop. Eagles moving left to right here in the fourth quarter. Just under 12 to go in regulation. 22-16. Have to get to the 40 for a first down. This is second down and 8. Gainwell comes in. 3 receivers to the near side, including Stoll, the tight end. Johnny Wilson in. Motion, Stoll. Hurts standing in the gun. Gainwell to his left. Hurts this time gives it to Gainwell, and Gainwell doesn't get far. This time it's going to bring up a third down and long. Josh Hines Allen right there to grab a hold of Gainwell. So that puts the Eagles in a very, very critical 3rd and 6. Here we go. Empty backfield. Slot to either side. Eagles are 7 for 13 on third down conversions. Hurts moves up. Says something to Jurgens. Motion to his tight end. Hurts calling for the football. Have to get to the 40. He's back. He steps up. He lets it fly. He's got Devontae Smith. He's got a first down at the 41. He's got Devontae Smith at the 41, tackled by Campbell. That will move the chains.
You couldn't find a better guy in this situation because he's going to catch the ball. If you put it anywhere near him, he makes the catch, and this is a huge first down in this game.
And Barkley comes back in. The ball across the 40. 1st and 10. Hurts under center. Backs in an offset eye. First down. Hurts rolls. Hurts looks. Hurts is going deep. He wants Devontae Smith. He's got it at the 20. Down to the 15. Down to the 12. There's Smitty. There he is.
Just get him the ball. Just get him the ball. It's an outstanding job. He lines up in a tight split. It's a deep over route or post route all the way across the field, and he just outruns the defender.
The defender was former Eagle Ron Darby.
Ronald Darby's running behind him.
Eagles are in the Deborah Heart and Lung Center red zone, which means a $100 donation to the Deborah Hospital Foundation. 46 yards on that beautiful pass. 1st and 10, and the ball at the 13. Hurts in the gun. Barkley to his left. Hurts back. Quarterback draw. Hurts comes to the outside. Looks for running room and then falls down at the 15 or 16. The look he was trying to find was not there. They were there. The Jaguars had blocked the lanes, so it would be 2nd down and about 12. However, even 3 points are very, very big. Even 3 points. It'll be 2nd down and 12. You just cannot turn over the football.
The Jaguars have seen that play too many times. They were able to dissect it and get into the run lane.
Empty backfield. Barkley split as a receiver, wide left. Hurts in the gun. He's back. He's looking. He's still looking. He's rolling around. He's going to let it fly and then throw it out of bounds. Throw it over the end zone. Nobody there. Better to do that than to force it. Better to do that than to force it. Now, they can pick up a 1st down if they get inside the 3-yard line.
74
Oh, no.
10-yard penalty. Replay, 2nd down.
A 10-yard penalty. And that's big because it does not put you in an automatic field goal position. Although with Jake Elliott, you can generally feel pretty good.
Yeah, when the play takes that long, you have to expect that things like that's going to happen to your offensive lineman. And Fred Johnson just out there fighting, just trying to keep people off of him. It's Josh Allen this time. He's trying to keep off of him, but that ball has to come out.
3rd and 22. Hurts again in the gun. Hurts fakes. Now he swings it out to Ainias Smith, and he's thrown down. There's nothing there. They had Ainias Smith flanked out to the near side of the field, and there was nothing there, and he was tackled by Trayvon Walker. And here is a big 3rd down, 3rd and 23.
Yeah, those little quick screens that really don't seem to do a whole lot.
They need at least 3 points right here for some breathing room.
Those things rarely work.
Eagles leading 22-16 as we go under 8 minutes remaining in regulation. Hurts lines them up. 3 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Hurts in an empty backfield. Calcaterra in motion. Calcaterra moves to his right. Here goes Hurts, going for the end zone. Devontae Smith, he caught it one-handed.
I
don't know if
what
he
a
stayed.
Catch
He's
by
in!
Smitty.
He's in!
Oh, my
One
goodness.
hand! One hand! I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did it. And stayed in.
Smitty is unbelievable. He runs a double move. He runs it out and up on the corner on that side. And when the ball lands, Smitty can barely get 1 foot in, but he gets both, and he one-hand catches it with the right hand. Simply amazing. This is one of the most brilliant catches I've seen in a long time.
This is right up there. This is right up there with the one we saw the other night. Here is Smith, one-hand catch.
One of the most brilliant
pulls
catches
it in
I've seen.
and has both hands in. It's a touchdown. It's an amazing touchdown.
Simply amazing.
It is really an unbelievable touchdown on Ronald Darby.
Brilliant. Just simply brilliant.
Now the Eagles going for 2 again. They're up 28-16. They are. Hurts in the gun.
Just give it to Smitty.
Barkley behind him in the pistol. Motion. Calcaterra. This time, Hurts looks. He starts to run. He's being chased. He is firing it, and it is incomplete. And there's a penalty flag thrown. Let's see about this. Let's see about this.
Yep.
Oh, it's against the Eagles for an ineligible receiver downfield. Won't matter. Still, it's 28-16.
Ineligible player downfield, number 51 offense. The penalty is declined. The try for point is no good. Timeout.
Can't remember a game in which the Eagles had 3 two-point conversions fail. There's a timeout on the field with the score. 28-16 Birds. Take a deep breath on the Eagles Radio Network presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
The Honda Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot are in a league of their own when it comes to rugged capability. Their relentless power and versatility make these vehicles the ultimate challengers for exhilarating adventures and formidable terrain. But it's not just performance that makes these cars special. It's the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. That's why we're KBB.com's best value brand of 2024.
Contact your local Honda dealer today.
Available all-wheel drive on Pilot based on 2024 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelly Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
Philly, stand up. This is Big Duke. I'm out here in Southwest Philly trying to change my community, empower the people, bring more resources. I'm with Kamala because I understand and I see her vision.
Kamala Harris has a plan to give black men the tools to start building generational wealth. That means $25,000 in down payment assistance for first-time home buyers and creating more affordable housing. She's increasing access to forgivable loans and capital for entrepreneurs. And she's building pathways to good-paying jobs, whether or not you have a college degree. Harris will also ensure workers share in the success by pushing for employee stock ownership plans. So when companies profit, you profit too.
To have a leader who's thinking like this is powerful and great for America. Use your voice and vote this November.
I'm Kamala Harris, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Harris for President.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $200 in bonus bets when they bet $5. And even better, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, and player props.
There you have it. Bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bet. And see why. It's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Pennsylvania. Terms and conditions apply.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia. Powered by the Tasty Cake Studios and Odyssey Station.
Subscribe to the official Eagles YouTube channel for a behind-the-scenes look at the entire season, including the mic'd-up moments with your favorite players and more. Subscribe today at youtube.com/Eagles.
If you haven't heard the mic'd up of Devontae Smith last week, you need to hear it. Smitty is funny.
I have to tell you something, and let's watch the kickoff first. I think they're going to kick this deep, which they do, and they will take the knee and not bring it out. If you watched the Houston game with the Jets the other night, you saw an amazing, amazing catch by the Jets' Garrett Wilson. And they were comparing it, Al Michaels was comparing it with the catch that once upon a time Odell Beckham made for the Giants.
I'll take this.
Let me tell you something. This catch by Devontae Smith was right there. That touchdown brought to you by your Delaware Valley Honda dealers. Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today. 1st and 10. Now it's time for the defense to get tough. Still half a quarter to go. On first down, Trevor Lawrence under center. Motion to the near side. Play action. Lawrence goes back. He loads up. He fires complete. Big gain. Almost to midfield to Parker Washington. Breaks a tackle. And there was a lateral. No, he holds on to it somehow and just breaks away.
Yeah, that's a big, big play.
It was. Just like that, 33 yards.
Isaiah Rodgers has him right after the catch.
Yeah.
And it looks like his knee is down, but he continued to run, and the official allowed it.
Yeah, his knee is down.
Now they're moving it back. Yeah, now they're resetting.
Okay.
Isaiah Rodgers takes him down, but he continues to run.
The ball carrier's down by contact at 38-yard line.
Still too many yards. Still too much. I thought he was lateraling to somebody, but it's still too many yards.
It's play action, and with that play action, these linebackers have been so aggressive. There was a huge void in the middle of the Eagles' defense.
Please reset the game clock to 7:36. 7:36.
Eagles leading 28-16, but it's not as safe as it sounds. 1st and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line. Their own. Shotgun for Trevor Lawrence. Motion, Parker Washington. On 1st down. It's a running play to Bigsby, and Bigsby breaks a tackle or two and takes it for another 1st down. Eagles are giving up yardage in chunks right now, and their tackling, which had been so much improved, is now not there, not fundamentally sound.
In Cooper DeJean, we've seen him break on the scene and make numerous tackles. Well, this is one where he missed for...
The ball is at the Eagles' 42. Back goes Lawrence. He lets it fly. He completes it, but Ingram makes the catch at the 40 and is quickly tackled by Zach Vaughn. It is 2nd down and 6. Clock ticking, 6:44. Eagles leading 28-16. Lawrence in the gun again with Bigsby to his near side. 2 receivers stacked. This time, they fly her out in the flat to Ingram, and he takes a hard hit as he makes the catch for a short gain, but he is hammered, hit by Josh Sweat. And now it is 3rd down and 5 for the Jacksonville Jaguars. As we head towards the 6-minute mark, Eagles up 28-16. Lawrence in the gun. Bigsby to his left. Back goes Lawrence. He steps up. He's hit. He's sacked back at the 45. Josh Sweat, his 2nd of the game.
He did it again. This is an outstanding job by this defense because Josh Sweat, they run a little stunt to the outside, and Josh loops from the outside that into the inside that tackle spot, and he finds himself a quarterback.
That sack sponsored by Verizon. For every sack this season, Verizon donates $100 to the Travis Mannion Foundation. Get to your local Verizon store. The Philadelphia Eagles, powered by Verizon.
Little tackle in stunt on the outside, and Sweat hits home.
Here it is, 4th and 12. They've got to get to the Eagles' 32. In the gun, Trevor Lawrence. He backpedals. He surveys the field. He lets it fly. It is complete for a 1st down to Brian Thomas. Brian Thomas was open, and Lawrence threw the ball the way you would have thought he would when he came out of Clemson.
Yeah, this is one where they just do not want to let Thomas get behind them, and they give up a lot of cushion and too much, allowing another 1st down.
Dug that out of a 4th and 12, 1st and 10 inside the Eagles' 30. Back again goes Lawrence. He steps up one more time. He fires. He completes it inside the 10. It is Ingram inside the 5. So the Jacksonville Jaguars are answering the Eagles' score, and they are right back in this thing again with 4.5 minutes to go. 1st and goal. And this time the Eagles' defense can do nothing. They are being dominated by the Jacksonville offense. 1st and 10. Or 1st and goal. Back goes Lawrence, fires for the end zone, and it is wide, incomplete. He wanted Brian Thomas, incomplete. It is 2nd and goal. Isaiah Rodgers over there. 4:09 remaining in regulation. Eagles leading 28-16.
And this is just one where Lawrence missed because Brian Thomas, he's got a step on Rodgers on the outside.
It is 2nd and goal from the 4.
They'll need to get to Trevor Lawrence.
Bigsby stays in. 3 receivers to the near side, the left of Trevor Lawrence. Motion. Back goes Lawrence. He's looking. He's going to run. He is in for the touchdown. He has that ability, and there was a lane and he navigated it and went in for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you lose your integrity in that pass rush and you leave an opening, especially when you have such a short way to go to get to the touchdown, you have to take advantage of that when you're a quarterback. And they didn't have a firm pocket in front of him, which allowed him to get through.
It is 28-22. They will kick the extra point to make this a 5-point game. Spotted, kicked up, and it is good. 4:04 remaining to be played in this game. In regulation, Parks Casino was smoke-free. Enjoy national entertainment, 5 different award-winning restaurants, and valet parking. Parks Casino, this is how you win. Must be 21. Gambling problem, 1-800-GAMBLER. Here are some scores. Washington, 27, the Giants, 22. Falcons, 27, the Cowboys, 21. Bengals, 41, the Raiders, 24. Carolina beat the Saints, 23-22. Ravens, 41, Broncos, 10. Bills, 30, Dolphins, 27. And the Titans beat the Patriots, 20-17. In the fourth quarter, Lions 24, Packers 6. 13-13 between the Rams and Seahawks. Now, Jacksonville is kicking off to the Eagles. And the Eagles need one of these 4-minute drives.
Yes. Well, you talked about the game that Jacksonville played last week. You know, they will put up a fight. And they are in this game, and they are putting up a fight.
They are. Here is the kickoff. It is high and short. And it's taken, and they're coming out. It is coming out Gainwell to the 20, up to the 25-30, up to the 34 comes Gainwell. He hesitated, and I think Cooper DeJean said stay in, and he came out anyhow, and he took it across the 30. Good job by Kenneth Gainwell. But the Eagles have a lot of terrain to march through. 1st and 10, they spotted at the 32. Eagles lead 28-23. They cannot go 3 and out. You know that.
Nope, they have to prove that they can close out games.
Barkley, the single setback. He has been brilliant once again. Hurts under center on 1st down, gives it to Barkley, and Barkley breaks 2 tackles and takes it to the 40. Another 7-yard run. Darnell Savage makes the stop. 7 yards by Barkley.
So no hurry to snap the ball.
Nope.
Allow the clock to run down into the single-digit area before the ball is snapped. But then when it's snapped, you've got to move people.
Eagles with 3 tight ends, including E.J. Jenkins, recently elevated from the practice squad. It is 2nd down and 2.5 as Hurts lines them up. Hurts under center. Motion, Jack Stoll. On 2nd down, Hurts. Barkley. 1st down. More. 50, 45, 43. He is a wrecking crew.
Fantastic job up front, moving people, creating that lane. The little hesitation by Barkley allows these guys to part an opening for him, and when he gets to the 2nd level, guys don't really want to put a hat on him.
24 carries, 148 yards, and a touchdown reception. A touchdown run and a touchdown reception. 2 touchdowns in this game. It is 1st and 10, the ball at the 45.
And I like at the end of the run how he's covering up the football.
Motion to the far side. Slot to the far side. Hurts. Barkley again. Pushing and shoving, but nothing there. That'll bring up a 2nd down. Devon Hamilton made the stop. This is taking us deep. 2:23 remaining.
First charge timeout, Jacksonville. 30-second timeout. Please reset the game clock to 2:25. 2:25.
2:25 remaining in regulation.
2:25 on the game clock. 2:25. Thank you.
Well, I guess I don't have to say regulation because the Eagles are leading in this game 28-23. That's a 5-point margin. Although, you never know, because if the Eagles end up with a field goal, it would be an 8-point margin. And then if the Jaguars come back and score and come up with a 2-point conversion,
you're going way too far.
Okay.
Stop it. You're
Let's
thinking much too hard.
I know I am.
I see smoke coming out of the side of your
That's right. It gives me a headache. When I start doing math, I get a headache. It is 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 43-yard line. It's an empty backfield. 3 receivers left. 2 to the right. Hurts in the gun. Motion. Gainwell. Hurts. Now there's a penalty flag, and let's see about this. Illegal procedure. They didn't need that.
Well,
start.
They didn't call it.
5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
There was a flinch by Lane Johnson. The official wasn't going to call it. Trayvon Walker pushed him into calling it.
So now the Eagles have a 2nd down and 13. And
yeah, now it's a different play.
They cannot just run it. I don't think. It is 2nd down and 13. 3 receivers grouped right. 1 left. Double tight end. Stole the man in motion. They do run it to Barkley. Barkley breaks across the 40, leaps over a man, comes down to the 37. Oh, he's just too much. He's short of a 1st down, but now they're in 3rd and manageable. Now they're in 3rd and manageable, and Jacksonville will use their 2nd timeout.
Second charge timeout at Jacksonville. 30-second timeout. Please reset the game clock to 2:19. 2:19.
It's only fitting that on a day on which Shady McCoy was put into the Eagles Hall of Fame, enshrined in the Eagles Hall of Fame, that Saquon Barkley puts together another magnificent performance.
And this has been magnificent.
3rd down and 4. Ball inside the 40. They've got to get to the 35 for a 1st down. And the Eagles have not done much on 4th down conversions. Do they just run it again? Hurts under center. Hurts. Barkley. Barkley will not make it. He will not make it. He is down at the 38-yard line. And they're going to go with the field goal. Well, Rick Lovato started on the field.
3rd and final timeout, Jacksonville. 30-second timeout. Please reset the game clock.
Yeah, Rick Lovato started out and then came back, but I think he's going to end up going out.
He is. And the Eagles, instead of going for it on 4th and 4, are going to ask Jake Elliott to convert. This is going to be a 57-yard field goal. 57-yard field goal. This really could be the game. This really could be the game right here. Here we are. Hold your breath. Ball is spotted. The kick is away. The kick is...
He missed.
No good. No good.
I'm watching his reaction, and I knew by Jake's reaction that he had missed it.
It just goes wide right. Oh, my. And now with 2:11 remaining in this game, Jacksonville has the football, and they're in a 5-point hole. And the Eagles have not done much of a job of stopping them in this half. Jacksonville in a 5-point hole. This would be a devastating defeat for the Eagles. Devastating. There is no minimizing it. After 3 straight wins, can they stop the Jaguars right here? It is 1st and 10. Ball at the 47, their own 47, the Jaguars. They have 1 timeout remaining. Back goes Trevor Lawrence. He steps up. He's hit as he fires, and the pass is incomplete. Broken up on the far sideline by Isaiah Rodgers. Great play intended for Parker Washington.
Yeah, that's a great play by Rodgers, but also breaking down the protection and getting to Trevor Lawrence, this defensive front.
Jaguars have no timeouts. They have no timeouts remaining. Except, of course, for the 2-minute warning. 2:05 remaining. Lawrence in the gun again with Bigsby to his right. Motion to the near side of the field. Lawrence pointing to his left. Lawrence stamping his foot, taking the snap, backing up, starting to run. Fires over the middle, and it's dropped by Ingram. Intended for Ingram at midfield, and he couldn't bring it in.
Boy, they are flying around.
It is 3rd and 10.
Vic Fangio now sending that extra defender after Trevor Lawrence.
2 minutes remaining. 2-minute warning with the score. The Eagles 28, the Jaguars 23. On the Eagles Radio Network presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865. On 94 WIP.
Hi, this is Joe Mederchik, PNC Bank Regional President. Sticking to the fundamentals and not wavering from the game plan is a great philosophy for football and banking. And for nearly 160 years, our dedicated local PNC teams are in formation to help fans receive sound and reliable personalized financial advice to get them across the goal line. Because, as we see it, a win for them is a win for the greater Philadelphia community. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Who's the man in a white plumbing bag?
Roto-Rooter man.
Who's the dude who clears your drain of food?
Roto-Rooter man.
Who's the guy to keep your basement dry?
He's the Roto-Rooter man.
Who's your friend for a pipe on the man?
Roto-Rooter man.
If plumbing, drain, or water cleanup are the plan, better call your Roto-Rooter man. Roto-Rooter, we put water where it should be.
Call Roto-Rooter, that's the name, and away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Gerhardt's Appliances has what you need to be tailgate ready this season for the birds. Whether it's the in-home appliances needed to prepare your famous Kelly green pepper casserole before pregame, or the barbecue grills you'll need to fire up the last of your sausage links in the parking lot before kickoff, Gerhardt's has you covered with the best game day deals on appliances. Gerhardt's Appliances, helping Philly sports fans get the season cooking since 1945. Visit Gerhardt'sAppliance.com.
Guess what, people? Wendy's has new saucy nugs. You heard me. Wendy's nugs now come in 7 saucy flavors. Buffalo, honey barbecue, garlic parm, spicy ghost pepper. You can literally hear your taste buds after every bite. I'm serious. Listen to mine. Okay, that's just me playing with sound effects. For a whole new way to nug, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
At participating U.S. Wendy's, hours may vary by location.
Hear Nick Sirianni's presser after the game on 94 WIP.
With the Eagles leading 22-0, nobody figured this game was going to go down to the wire, but it has been. It is down to the wire, 28-23 Eagles. 2 minutes to go. Jacksonville with a 3rd and 10 at their own 47-yard line. Dearness Johnson in the backfield. Trevor Lawrence in the gun. Has to get to the Eagles 44. Back goes Lawrence. Here comes the rush. He is firing, and it is incomplete, almost picked off. Almost picked off. Now a late penalty flag is thrown. Let's see about this. This came very late. They're going to call pass interference on the Eagles way after the play was over.
Now this is almost picked off.
Number 29 defense. The ball will be placed. It's final foul.
They're calling on Avante Maddox, who just came into the game. But it's nearly picked off by Gardner Johnson. But this comes so late on this call.
I don't understand why they would call it then. All right, 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the Jaguars at the 35. Back goes Trevor Lawrence. He pumps. He is going deep. Incomplete. There's nobody home. 1:49 to go in regulation. 1:49 to go in the game, let's face it. 1:49 to go. Eagles hanging on. Hanging on. They're up 28-23.
Yeah, they're going to have to get one of these pressures to hit home. That's what they need here.
They have to get to the 25 for a first down. Now they're out of timeouts. 1:49 to go. Lawrence in an empty backfield. Motion, Johnson. Lawrence backpedals, He's coming up. He lets it fly. Wide open. First down and more. Out of bounds with the catch. On the near sideline goes Austin Trammell inside the 20. Does this have the Atlanta game written all over it again? You know how disappointing that was.
They're bringing an extra guy to try and get to Trevor Lawrence, but Jacksonville has been able to pick it up every time. So the defense down the field is going to have to be a little stickier.
It is 1st and 10 at the 13. Jacksonville trails by 5. They're driving. And the gun. Lawrence. Back. Lawrence looks. Firing for the end zone. Intercepted! The Kobe Dean! He picks it off from the end zone. No flags. The Eagles are going to escape.
He's going for the Ernest Johnson down the left side. Nakobe Dean sticky covers, as I just mentioned, and Nakobe Dean pulls it away from Johnson.
Nakobe Dean saves the game. This would have been a devastating defeat.
Please reset the game clock to 1:38.
What a great play by Nakobe Dean. He has really turned into quite the ball player.
That turnover brought to you by Jack Impriano and Impriano Roofing. Let Jack and his team turn over your old roof with a brand new roof. The best homes have an Impriano roof. Visit Impriano.com.
You know, a lot of people had questions about him, but the more I see of him, the more I like of Nakobe Dean. He's a thinker on that defense. He's a smart guy on the field. But boy, I don't know if he's ever made a play bigger than the one he just made in the end zone.
Give Jacksonville credit because they fought like Jaguars coming back. But now it is over. Just the victory formation. Boy, this is a terrific win for the Eagles. It could have been a disastrous loss. It could have been just a loss that would stay with you all week.
Yes.
But instead, it's going to be their 4th win in a row. And they have a lot of things to clean up. Believe me, after this one, it was far from perfect.
Yeah, but they go to 6-2.
6-2. And the Jaguars, well, the Jaguars are going to go to 2-7. Hurts takes the knee once again. Under a minute to play. What a game.
And
Today's stats presented you exclusively by PNC Bank. PNC brilliantly boring since 1865.
Jalen Hurts, 18 of 24 for 230 yards, 2 touchdowns. Saquon Barkley, 27 carries, 159 yards rushing, a touchdown. Hurts, 10 carries, 69 yards and a touchdown. Vic Fangio, I love what he did in the end of this game. He mixed it up. He was sending pressure, and then late in the game, backing off the pressure, dropping Nakobe Dean in coverage because they wanted to try and take advantage of Dean in the pass. But Nakobe Dean comes up big, and he's got the biggest smile on his face that you could imagine.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's over. It is over, and the Eagles have beaten the Jacksonville Jaguars 28-23, a game in which they led 22-0. But hang on, they did. And somebody had to step up and be the hero, and that somebody is Nakobe